Seatbelt malfunction. Welcome to the future.
Good morning, early afternoon, whatever it is for you. It's definitely early as shit for me, that's for sure. That was a fun night last night. A lot of games. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was a blast. Definitely check it out. What's up, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon. Early as shit for me. Nice little members only. I sent Joanne and Cara the links in email, so you're more than welcome to join at any time. Let me say hello to everybody. Slim Skittles, what's up? Good morning, good afternoon. Oh, it's afternoon for Skittles, that's right. Wow, it's early for Cassie. Cassie, how early is it? It is 10 in the morning, I think. I don't know why it doesn't show how many people are in here for members only. I don't understand that. Let me blow my nose 1 second. I apologize. All right, there we go. What's up, Joe? Joanne? What do you want? Is it Joe? What do you want me to call you? Joanne? What's up?
Joe's fine, CJ.
Joe?
Can you hear me all right?
Oh, I can hear you just fine.
Oh my God,
the
I'm so
music-
nervous.
Oh, don't be nervous. Is the music too
No,
loud
I have
for
my
you?
heart pounding. I'm so nervous.
Aw. Why? You
know.
did great last time.
I know,
You did
but I'm
great
really
last-
nervous for some reason. Oh, you look good with your glasses on.
I got a bunch of videos saved already for it, so it's whatever. Just be
Yeah, I know.
comfy.
I know, I'm just nervous.
Aw.
Woo.
Go do go do go do 5 jumping jacks real quick and then come right back.
No, I'm fine, thank you.
You'll be good.
I'll have a heart
No,
attack after that, thank you. I'm all right, thanks. No, I'll be all right in a minute. Where's Cara? I haven't seen her in chat.
I don't know. I haven't either. I sent her a link
Oh,
to
no.
email. Who knows? Something,
Please don't tell me I'm doing this by myself.
know.
CJ, we're winging it, so please don't tell me I'm doing this. Well, I'm joking. I've got all my notes and everything, so I'm fine.
Oh, you are good. You are good.
Thank you.
Now, real life happens. You know what I'm saying? So, who
I know.
knows? I'm sure it's something, that is totally understandable. You know what I mean? Let me check my email real quick, see if I got anything back.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna say hello to everybody here real quick, of course, and they're saying hello to you too. So, Bonnie,
Hi, guys.
what's up? What's up, Chalk Baby? We got Just Deb. There's you. Let me see here. Unravel. Thank you so much. I would love to have you on panel more if you would like to, Unravel. I thought you had some good points, good questions, and you have a great voice. So definitely, please, if you're ever on another live and you want to hop up on panel, please do. Sorry you didn't get to talk a little more, but when we're doing them open panels, sometimes you have to kind of, there's a lot of people talking. They used to do it back in the day where you had to like push a button in order to talk, and that's how, but it's new age shit now. What's up, Natalie B? Kib Kitty, Canadian true crime buff, Higher Ground. There's Cassie. So I was going to ask you, I know when we had talked before, you had, what's up, Kelly? You had mentioned something about the Nicola Bulley case. Devil Doll, what's up? And you had mentioned something about, I was going to help you figure out, the StreamYard if you wanted to use it. Definitely sub to Grizz. But you were talking about going down there and taking some kind of footage or something. What's up, No Chains?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's only about 30 minutes from where I am. So I was going to
Really?
go down there, find the place. But you know what, CJ? I've got my own
What's up?
channel. Well, I'm not really sure how to do things yet. I'll have to look into it. I could go down there and do the footage for you if you wanted to.
Well, yeah. I was gonna actually, because I pay for StreamYard, okay? And
Right,
so
okay.
I had an idea when you had mentioned that. And
Okay.
I thought about because I've never really covered the case, to be honest. I maybe did a couple open topic shows where we talked about it for 15 minutes or something. Okay.
Okay.
I don't really know that much about it, but I keep seeing videos, talking about it still. What's up, Cammy Q? And
Oh, yeah. It was huge here, CJ, in the
yeah,
UK, because, we don't really get that much sort of, anything exciting going on, like you with the Idaho Forum and stuff. And it was absolutely massive here. But they just finished the inquest on a death, and it was ruled as accidental. So
what?
it, yeah,
Accidental.
it was accidental, but
Whoa, I thought it.
yeah. But I've got a few notes here, and I've got some insight myself on it. I'm so nervous, my mouth's dry and everything. I'm really nervous. Sorry, I
Why?
apologize. I don't know. I know.
Well,
Yeah,
you know
I
what,
know.
Joe? Once
I've
we
got a
get to
few.
chit chatting, you'll
I
get
know. Yeah,
comfortable.
I'll be fine. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I've got my own kind of theories, and I've got some notes and stuff like that from the autopsy. And
Okay.
it said that she had a blood-stained CJ on her chin. Right, so she's been in the water 3 weeks, yeah? How can you have a blood stain on your chin
Right.
if you've been in water for 3 weeks? Yeah, it would have washed off. So, yeah, there's a hell of a lot. We'll go into it, CJ, another time if you want to. I will go down there in the next couple of weeks, and I want to take some footage. But, CJ, I'd be more than happy to do it for you. If that's what you wanted, I'd be more than happy, to share it with you. If I froze. Oh, it's not me, is it? Hello? Everyone in chat, if I froze? Or is it CJ that's froze?
I'm sorry about that. Yeah.
Oh, it's all right. Is it me or is it you that's froze? I thought it was me.
No, it
Is
was
it you
me.
that's just frozen?
Yeah,
Right,
it
that's
was me.
fine, CJ. Right, okay.
Sorry,
I'd be more than
missed
happy,
out with-
CJ, to go down there and do it for you. Oh, great, Kelly. Thank you for that.
Well, here's my idea. Right? Because I pay for the StreamYard, okay? So
I
it
didn't
gives
even know
me,
you had to pay for that. Wow.
yeah, to get all this custom stuff, you have to. So, but here's my idea. So, because I pay for StreamYard, I'm allowed to host other people who are using StreamYard for a live for their own channel. So my idea is we can get your whatever help you need to get your channel up and whatever. Let me know. I'll help you do whatever.
You.
Okay.
Yeah,
but here's my thing. When you do go to do the, the filming and stuff on location, go live on your own channel. Okay. Go live on your own channel. And then we can be on panel together. That way your channel is going live with what you're doing, and I'm just hosting you at the same time. If that
the thing is with that, CJ, is the time difference.
We'll figure it out.
Okay, yeah, brilliant. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Thank you.
We'll figure it out. Yeah. So
yeah, that's great.
We can get together on an offline StreamYard to avoid the international, cost and all that, right?
Yeah, that's brilliant, CJ. Smashing. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll talk about it. I'll show you how to do it. I'll walk you through it because I can screen share showing you how to set everything up. and then yeah, we'll do that. That'll be cool. That way you get to go live on your own channel too when you're going over there.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Thank you, CJ. Yeah,
That'd be
because I
awesome.
don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, that's smashing. I'd rather share it with you. I'm not really bothered about my own channel, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
I'd rather do it with you or me take some kind of actual footage, videos, and then me email them to you
Yeah.
and come up on your panel. You know the time difference.
Well, and I mean, and if you were comfortable with it, I think you'd be great having your own show, Joe.
I know, but I'm really scared.
Yeah.
CJ, I've got.
I was too when I started. I started from the ground, like from dirt. Like trust me, I was the one. I had never been on anybody's panel. Never had been on anybody's panel before I started my show. I would chit chat.
I've never ever called into any true crime shows. Yeah, yours was the first ever time that. I didn't actually call in. I actually can't phone international numbers because I don't know the area codes or anything. And yours, because it was StreamYard, I thought, do you know what? I only use this internet, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to go on. And yours is the first ever one. CJ, I suffer really bad anxiety and panic attacks and stuff because of my past and stuff. And it's really difficult for me, to kind of do things. It's quite scary. Yeah, it's quite scary. It's a scary thing. But you're the first person I've ever not called in, but ever been on. So, yeah.
Well, no, I appreciate it. I deal with anxiety myself. I have a lot of stuff, from my past as well.
Oh, yeah.
It's a daily thing for sure. And
I know you have. I know. I've heard you mention it, but you know what, CJ? Everybody's got a past. Everybody's got a past. And everybody, goes through their own kind of, thanks, Devil Doll. Everybody's got a past and everybody goes through their own kind of struggles daily. And I know I'm not on my own stuff, and being here when I talk to everybody's fantastic. CJ, can I just say something as well? Whoever's in chat, especially from last night, if you've got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all, because I saw some really nasty, horrible comments last night. So, yeah.
Well,
and I've been seeing it the last couple of days.
Well, the more that you're out there, the more that's going to come. You know what I'm saying? So,
oh, yeah, sure. I understand that.
It's just one of those things where, there's roads that have potholes. You know what I mean? And we just have to be able to see the potholes and, go around them. That's all. So there's going to be potholes in life. We just have to drive around them. That's all.
Yeah, of course. You know what it is? It's the older you get as well, the more you kind of slow down and the more you kind of chill and, you think about stuff a lot more. You're not an idiot like you were when you were in your 20s. I'm not in my 20s anymore. Allegedly, I'm 40, but it doesn't matter, does it?
Allegedly.
Slow down,
I love that.
Allegedly, yeah. Allegedly. Allegedly. Oh, thank you, High Ground. Thanks, Donna. You know what? High Ground is so lovely. You know what, CJ? I commented last night and said, she donated last night. Oh my goodness, I couldn't believe it. Absolutely. Yeah, I've got PTSD as well, Skittles. Yeah, I've got severe. Yeah. High Ground, when I saw her, donate $100 for her. And you know what, CJ? I think everybody needs, like you said, you were going to do a show with her about aliens. Yeah, it's something different. It takes our mind off the side of whole floor. My head is spinning with it.
I know.
It's something different to talk about.
Well, there is something because I was going to start talking about that Chad Dorman case.
CJ, don't. What an absolute bastard. Oh, I'm sorry I swore. I do apologize.
It don't matter. We're 22 minutes in, lady. We're good. We just got to get past that 8-minute mark. That's all.
What an absolute bastard.
parental advisory right up there. You know, see where right up
Yeah.
there where my
What
fingers is.
do you know which else I've been watching as well? And I can't pronounce it. It's Ronald Burgos, is it? He unalived his mistress and his son. Do you know which one I mean, CJ?
No.
Ronald. Yeah, Ronald Burgos. It's in court at the minute. It's been on court TV. Ronald something Burgos. He unalived his mistress. He was actually married. See, I follow a lot of other cases, CJ. It's not just the ones that are in, the press all the time and stuff. He unalived. He was married. And he had a couple of kids. Yeah, that's one Border Patrol guy. That's one Canadian true crime.
Border Patrol.
Yeah, he worked
And
as
it's
Border
on court
Patrol.
TV.
Yeah.
Send me some links, when you
Yeah,
get a chance, after the
he was
show.
married, 2 children, and he was having an affair with a young lady, and she got pregnant, and he didn't want the baby or anything. She had nothing to do with him for a while, and she ended up with no money, so she asked him, could he, help towards the baby, but he never saw the baby, and he asked her to meet him at a park, and he unalived her and the 2-year-old baby as well. Oh, CJ, honestly.
What?
They was in court the other day, and they were showing the baby's clothes. Oh my goodness, CJ, covered in blood. I was on, and you know what? The gentleman that was on there, the police officer who found, I'm not sure, Chart Baby. Oh, CJ, I don't know if it's given me.
Maybe I'll do a combo episode with both cases. Whoa.
Yeah. Have you found it
Send me
on?
some links.
Have you found it on Google there, CJ? Have a look.
How do you spell it?
Ronald, and then I think it's Burgos, Burgos.
Do you guys know how
How's
it's spelled?
that? Yeah, it's something like that. Oh, CJ, what an absolute bastard he is. And do you know what? He sat in court, right? He won't even look at the prosecutors or anybody. Oh, right. Chart Baby, I'm not sure if it comes under possibly. CJ, do you know if my channel comes under my surname?
I'm not sure.
I don't want
to.
Yeah.
You'd have to check your channel. If you can you go to your YouTube channel real quick?
I'm not sure if I'm gonna cut myself off because I'm on my phone. I've got it on my TV. Hang on.
Let me see.
Oh, hold on. Oh, right. No,
because
not
it's really
that.
easy. It's really easy. Well, if you wanted, will you
hang
be
on,
able
CJ.
to?
Let me find that one that I'm watching.
You just go to customize channel, and then under your where your name is for your YouTube, there's a handle, and you can customize your handle.
Right. Okay. I'll have a look.
How do you spell that, Ronald?
Hang on. Right. Yeah. It's
Do you see it?
RONALD. Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's Burgos, BURGOS. Yeah.
GOS. Okay.
GOS. Yeah. And then his surname is, I can't pronounce it, CJ. I think it's.
Okay. I've seen.
That's the one. Yeah.
I've seen these come across. I just haven't clicked on them. Okay.
Yeah, I've been watching that. Oh, CJ. Oh, what an awful, awful man. Absolute bastard. Have you found it, Siege?
Yep, I did. Now let's fix your channel real quick, okay?
Okay.
So go to customize, go to your YouTube channel, and then go to
I
customize.
don't want to put myself off. Right, okay, settings.
Or just write it down real quick. Yeah, and then see where there's like a what's that symbol to customize your channel? It's not to manage. It's next to manage videos. It's like one of those little square things.
Right, hang on. Oh, your channel.
And then it's where you put your name in for your YouTube channel for what it's named. That's where you change your handle to.
Okay. Yeah, I've got it. I'll type it in chat. Let me get my tablet. Can't believe you're an Xboxer, CJ.
What?
PlayStation all the way. I hate it.
Oh, I used to be PlayStation, and then I won an Xbox from a radio station. So then I'm like, damn, I like Xbox. But I don't even get to play games that much anymore. It was actually a surprise that I played a little bit last night. And I still got decent sleep, so that was cool. But let me see if I have anything. Okay, here's Kara. She can't see the stream. No. Just join the link. 1 second. Let me get the link out here. I'll send it again to Kara. I think it's because she's not a member, but she don't have to be a member in order to be in the show. And speaking of, when we were talking about Higher Ground being in a show, we're going to have Higher Ground in a show coming up soon with this other channel that has been about this grind for a long time. And I can't wait to highlight this channel and hopefully, help them out, because when I started my show, I had subbed to that show right around the same time. And as I see, as I'm doing my prep and stuff, I see the show on a lot every day, just grinding. And, we would have about the same amount of viewers, 5 to 20. And then as time goes on, the community has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's very interesting conversations and stuff. And I think it's not getting put out there as much for some reason. I don't know why. So I'm gonna have a show about some UFOs with Higher Ground and this other show. So I'm excited to have that collaboration come up soon. And that'll be we're not going to do a members only on that. That'll just be for an everybody thing, because I really want to highlight this channel and I really want to show support and help him get his foot off the ground too, because he's a former TMZ employee. He worked at TMZ for about 10 years. So I'm just like, man, and he talks about a lot of different stuff, and I think now he's got a co-host, but he talks about a lot of different stuff. And so I was like, this guy grinds like a motherfucker, and I want to show him some support and some appreciation, and hopefully we can let you guys see. But it's gonna be a cool show. I can't wait. Definitely, you gotta have some of them shows where it's about different shit too.
That's it, CJ. We don't want to talk about it kind of gives you a headache. Idaho 4 is giving me a headache at the minute, talking about the same crap over and over. And no disrespect to anybody else's channel, but you go from one channel to the next. I watched a Drunk Turkey show last night, and I thought, it's going to be a massive bombshell. Oh yeah, lovely. But I went on, and I was on there and I thought, they're talking about the same bollocks again. I saw you comment as well, and I thought, do you know what? I'm going to bed. I thought my head is I've got a headache with it all. But it's good for you, CJ, to talk about something different, and take your mind off it.
Well, I was already getting a Chad Dorman. I already have some stuff for it, honestly, for a whole show for Chad
that
Dorman.
bastard.
Yeah.
Bastard.
But this
And he's
Ronald,
pled not guilty. How can you plead not guilty when the police got there and you've got a gun in your hand? Bastard.
insanity, maybe we'll see. I don't know. I got to look
I
into it.
think so as well.
And that Burgos, I didn't even know about the Burgos until
Yeah.
I mean, I had seen the stuff come across, but I never really clicked on it because we're so busy with all this other stuff. So, but no, I
That's
feel
it
you. I
sometimes.
feel you because yesterday when we did Idaho 4, and really I was just gonna go through some old videos that we haven't checked out. I do like Harsh Reality and Jules and a lot of the others that I like to, because I do like to share their messages too. They got good points and thoughts and stuff. And then we just ended up talking about a lot of the same stuff, and I feel you, Joe.
Yeah.
I feel like it's time
see,
to,
it was toxin, yeah.
not that we're
Oh
done,
my
not that we're
gosh.
done, because there's so much stuff that keeps coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like even yesterday, there's so much
Yeah, we
stuff
get
that
little
keeps coming out.
tidbits, don't we? We get little tidbits,
But
and
yeah.
it honestly, I think everybody's
no, we'll
not
be-
bored of it, but I was watching chat. You couldn't watch chat last night, and I was
No.
watching chat, and people were saying,
Afternoon.
"Oh my
Yeah.
God, here we go again." You know what I mean? It was, oh my God, it's going round and circles, and it is tapped in.
We
Tapped
got
to your brain.
Flora. We got a Flora
Yeah.
episode coming up. I'm going to be starting to get into that some more too. We're going to have Ruckus Rocks on the show. I don't know if you saw the game show we had last night. He was the first contestant. He's former LE. He actually
All
worked.
right.
Yeah, he actually worked in a prison too. So he's got
Yeah,
great
that's good
points
then,
of view. Yeah, he's got great points of view. And like I said, he's more than welcome to hop up on the panel anytime we're talking about these cases. So I'm going to be, and he knows a lot about Flora too. So I'm going to be having some Flora episodes. I'm going to be having, like that Chad Dorman. We're still going to talk about Idaho, and I still need to kind of discuss some Henrietta. And I would like to get to Stephen Smith at some point. So it's not going to be the Idaho 4 every night, but we're still going to cover it a couple times. But we're going to have some other stuff mixed in between too. Good afternoon. Good evening. How are you? Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
There we
Hi,
go.
my friend. You're late.
I'm always late.
Why are you letting me ring this time
Well,
yourself?
Oh my goodness.
Well, last time she
I
said it
know.
was Caro time, right?
Oh my gosh.
No, so
I've been
we were
winging
just...
it for the last 40 minutes. I'm joking.
Oh,
I'm joking.
No. So
My sound's really funny.
Oh, do you have
Uh-oh,
the
yeah.
YouTube audio up too? Do you hear like an
Hang
echo?
on. Shall I leave and come back? Hang on.
Just turn your YouTube down.
Okay, hold on.
Do you know what? High ground. He actually chased one of the children, allegedly. He actually chased one of the children and brought the child back and shot the child in the back as the child was running, and another child was in the mother's arms, and he snatched the baby from the mother's arms and shot the baby. That Chad Dorman. CJ, I keep up with a lot of them because obviously I like true crime. I tell you well, CJ, I kept up with a lot. Debbie Collier.
Yeah, that one's a crazy one. We covered that in the very beginning of my shows, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like,
wow.
Yeah.
I mean, to unalive yourself, CJ. Cara, hi. To unalive yourself, CJ, by doing it like that, it's something strange.
It's for sure.
Are you okay now, Cara?
For sure. Yeah, sometimes it might echo if you have the YouTube feed up, because on StreamYard it does the audio at the same time. Were you hearing an echo? Uh-oh. Hold on, let me see here.
Oh, she's froze, CJ, I think.
She.
I think she has on my screen. Not sure
Yeah,
about
she
yours.
does. Yeah, hold on. Let me kick, and then hopefully she'll join. Let me email her real quick. Tell her to have YouTube sound turned down. There we go. Technology.
Yeah, I'm not.
No,
I used to be great with it, but now I'm like, I've installed Discord. I'm like, what the heck is this?
you know what I'm saying?
know.
That's why I just DM, and honestly, most of the time I barely even use it, because a lot of times it's just going off left and right, and I'm just trying to click out of it so I can get to doing what I'm doing. Most of the time.
Yeah.
So please, if you
Sure,
want to get a hold of me, the best way is email or Twitter. Like Twitter's probably the fastest.
Well, I don't have Twitter. I don't know how to use that. I don't know how to use Instagram. I've got Facebook, but
I don't
haven't
really use Instagram.
No, I don't know how to use it. I installed it,
Twitter.
but I've got an account. Yeah, I use Facebook, and you know what it's mainly for? To put pictures on, and then if anything happened, to my phone or anything, I know I've got a backup. So, yeah, Facebook, baby, all the way.
You should you should get Twitter. It's good for information too. Is it
I
working?
don't know how to use it. Well, it's hashtag bollocks and hashtag whatever. I don't know how to use it. Hi, babe. Are you there, Cara?
Hi, guys. I can hear you now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think so. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Oh,
You look lovely. You look great,
I'm
Cara.
just I've been rained on about 3 times today. I've had such a busy time.
Uh-oh.
You know what? So
It's
Not good to you. It's been beautiful, but it's raining all day.
Do you know what? It's gorgeous here now. It was horrible this morning, and the sun came out about 2 hours ago, and it's really, really nice here now. But I've had a busy day as well. I've been running around like a blue-ass fly, and I've got fish tank as well. Don't ask me who gets a fish tank. What a pain! I've got 2 of them. What a pain in the ass I have to clean them out. So I've been cleaning my fish tanks and frightened to death about tonight and stuff like that, about this chat. But yeah, anyway, it is what it is.
It is what it is. That's right. It is what it is.
It's what it is. So what are you doing for July 4th, CJ? What are you doing for 4th of July?
Oh, I got some fireworks. I don't know. We'll see what the weather's going to be like, though. It's supposed to rain for quite a few days in a row, so we'll see what happens. But we'll see. It is what it is, right?
Yeah, it's rubbish here.
It is what it is. So we were talking about Joe's channel, and so I kind of want to talk a little bit about your channel real quick before we get into the topic or whatever, because I do want to highlight you as well. Joe, she's got some special plans coming up, especially for the Nicola Bulley case, so that's going to be sweet.
Excellent. I'll come and follow you.
And you know what, Joe? Whenever we would do that show, maybe we could have Cara on as well, and we could all do it together again when you do that. So
I need to catch up.
When did you start your channel? When did you start your channel, Cara?
Well, I've had YouTube for a long time. Just I never really used it in this way,
Right.
I just kind of watched everyone else. I've just started getting a bit frustrated lately with everything. So I started putting a few little things out, but I'm kind of shy in that way. I don't.
Yeah.
I couldn't start. It's fine to share things, but I wouldn't have the time. I don't think.
Yeah, it does take a lot of time, doesn't it?
But
Especially.
I like to put things out every now and again,
Well, I mean, it's one thing to do a live show that takes its own kind of time, and then it's its own kind of time to do the video editing, and that's a completely
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
still
So,
busy as hell, but it's a
yeah.
different kind of busy, when it comes to the content. So
Yes, yeah, yeah.
it's I just want to say thank you for
My
all your hard
youngest
work.
baby.
Go ahead.
Oh no, that's fine. My youngest is just a toddler now. He's a few months away from being 2, so it's just proper hands on all the time. So yeah, I don't get an awful lot of time to brush my hair sometimes. So yeah, I
Oh,
just
it's okay.
if I had more time, I'd definitely do YouTube.
Yeah. So Pam says, Cara, I have listened for
Maybe when he
5
starts
years.
nursery.
So have you been doing stuff on your shows for that long? For 5 years?
No.
Aw, thank you.
No.
No. Let me see here.
No, just recently, just the last few months, just when I had chance to
Just
do
start
stuff,
making some.
just the odd little video here and there, yeah. Nothing major.
Well, I mean, you seem to have studied the Idaho 4 case quite a bit, because I mean, even when you were on the
Yeah.
panel, you had a lot of great points and thoughts, and so even if you haven't made a lot of content, is it when it comes to you being on the show, if there's you're more than welcome, when you're on the panel, you're more than welcome. If there's something that you want to put out on your channel, you're more than welcome to use this show, part with whatever you're in it. You're more than
That's
welcome to
lovely.
use it,
Oh, CJ, that's lovely. That's
no,
so
seriously,
nice.
because I know
Really,
sometimes,
really nice.
well, when you're making just videos, it is kind of hard to, if you don't do lives of your own, and it's kind of hard to put that out there. And so if you're on my show, you're more than welcome to use whatever part you're in the show with, you know what I'm saying, and to promote whatever point you thought was great, or whatever, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, no, it's because if why not, if you make a great point and a great thought, why wouldn't you want to put that on your channel? So you're more than welcome. I appreciate your comfort hopping up on panel
That's lovely.
and being able to
CJ,
express
that's
your
lovely.
well, I mean, being able
Really
to
nice.
express your opinion. So definitely, I mean, Silky was the first one that did it, and I thought it was awesome. It was great.
She's lovely, really.
I just
never
don't
heard of all these
appreciate people
comments
using
before.
my shit without my permission and then claiming it to be theirs or somebody else's. That's where I have a problem, because it's like everybody knows my damn voice. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm in the clip and you hear my voice, it's from my fucking show. So it's like, come on, people. Come on.
Yeah, we know it's you.
Yeah.
We know it's you, CJ, by your fucking this, fucking that. Yeah, shit.
It's just
Yeah,
chess
that's how we know
matches
it's
in the
you.
background. It's just chess matches in the background. That's all it is.
That's how we know it's you. Do you know what? I like that about you, CJ, because you're really humble and you're a really nice chap.
You are,
You're
yeah.
a really nice bloke, yeah. And you're dead calming to listen to, your voice and stuff. And like the way you promote smaller channels and stuff like that. It's really nice, because the big ones, CJ, don't give a shit. They couldn't give a fuck about, smaller channels. They don't want you to talk about them. You can't say other channels' names. And Dago does it as well. It's really nice. CJ, can I just ask you something? When you started off, and you went live, was anybody actually, how did you get people to watch you? That's what I'm scared of. Nobody will watch and, a look at idiot. Yeah, how did you get people to watch you, CJ?
Well, I would be in like chats of other, because I hung around in true crime shows for like 4 or 5 years in chat. Yeah, and I would, chit chat, and I would get invited up to panels and stuff like that. But like you, I was just nervous about it. I don't know. I was just more comfortable chilling in the cut, typing or whatever. And then,
Yeah,
like
that's
I said,
me.
I started to get to a point, where I was like getting really depressed, and I was like, I got to do something after this COVID shit to come
Oh
out
yeah.
of
Oh
this
yeah.
funk. And so that's when I was like, you know what, I'm going to try and figure out what I can do to see if I can even do a show. And
Hmm.
Mhm.
I downloaded StreamYard and tested it a couple times. Nervous as shit. My first time I tested StreamYard, I didn't even get on a microphone or a camera. The second time I tested StreamYard, I just got on a microphone and I just said testing a couple times. So I was like so fucking nervous. And then that first show, you can go back and watch it, the
Oh.
first show. Like, I'm literally nervous as shit. But
Yeah, that's what I'd be
it was
like. Yeah,
just it
frightened.
was it's just being out in chat, of these other shows. They would come hang out. And honestly, when I first started, I probably only had anywhere from 5 to 10 people watching, and that was it. But it was fine to me because it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality, and the quality of people that were in there watching with me and
Yeah.
learning with me, I guess, in a way. It was great because it doesn't matter. The numbers can change. It can go way down.
Yeah.
It can go way up. But to me, the comfort in the community has always stayed the same from the first show, and that's my main focus. So it's
Yeah,
it's
that's
always
it.
been the same show.
Everybody's got to start somewhere, haven't they? Everybody's got to start somewhere. Can I just say something? I'm watching chat now, and I've got a really, really good idea of if I do a live for the ladies here. I've got a really, really good chat theme about domestic violence and stuff. Would anybody be interested in that? I'm looking now, and some of the ladies here have been through domestic violence, and they've also been through losing children or losing a loved one and things like that. That might be a good starting point, maybe, CJ. What do you think?
Do what for a chat group?
Yeah, your chat
I would
here. Yeah.
I would definitely be about promoting one, but to say that I'm so strapped for time as it is, and I wouldn't want to half-ass something. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely love to promote and be involved with
Yeah.
something like
There
that
you
for
go.
sure. But I
Yeah.
couldn't promise that with how strapped I am for time, I couldn't promise.
No, what I'm saying is,
I don't want to
what I'm saying,
half-ass.
CJ, is I'm looking at your chat, and some of the ladies here are talking about they've been through domestic
Oh yeah,
violence.
we've
Yeah,
had
so
shows in the past
I
where
could
we've
talk
even
about.
talked about.
Yeah, so I was asking, yes, Jojo, yeah. I was asking if I did like a live or, broadcast something on
Oh
losing
yeah,
people and domestic
yeah,
violence. That could be a good
yeah.
starting point, couldn't it? Yeah,
Well,
brilliant. Right, there's my idea.
oh, you mean like a live? I
Yeah,
thought
for
you meant
me.
like a discussion group or something. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I didn't know
well,
you
yeah,
meant a
I
live.
do it on YouTube. Yeah, I do it on YouTube, and obviously, talking about my experiences, and I come see
Oh,
CJ. Look, I absolutely will. Kid Kitter, Canadian True Crime, and I've had a few more because I do know a lot of the ladies have been through stuff here, through domestic
wow.
violence, and yeah, there's my starting point, CJC.
Well, that's
Yeah,
you know
Am
what
I-
we need to get together so I can help you with StreamYard and set up your YouTube and go live
yes, please.
and I will host you, and everybody that is on
Oh,
my
thank
show
you.
will be watching yours as well. Let's
Yeah.
do it,
Oh,
Joe.
look. See, look, I've been
I got
through
all week
physical
next
mental
week off.
abuse. Woohoo! Are
I
you
got all
happy?
next week off, so we can do no seriously. Sometime this week, if you have time during the weekday or whenever, we can set up a show where it's 1 o'clock here, tea time for
Okay.
you, and
Yeah.
let's do that. Let's do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You should do that as your first live stream on your channel, for real.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and then
brilliant.
I will host you, and then all of my members and subs will also be seeing your channel, and we'll promote your channel for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
sure.
That's a great idea. And then we
Yeah,
can have everybody on panel or call in if they want. And then that stream, with us linking it up together, that stream will be on your channel, so everybody will be able to see the whole show on your channel as well. So if they
yeah,
come across,
brilliant.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
great.
amazing. Yeah, I'm
We
looking
need to
now at
get
the chat,
together for
that's all.
sure.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
looking at the chat, and the amount of ladies in here that have been through a really rough time or a bad time, and I'm looking at people who've lost somebody close to them. And I have as well. And, I've been through, CJ, I could write a book on how much I've been through, but I'm looking now, chat, and it's just pinged in my head. I've just got a ding, 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 ding moment, CJ. Yeah, so
Well, I can't
brilliant.
I can't promise anything, but
No, sure.
I
No,
might even go into some of the stuff that I even have gone through. You know what I'm saying? So if
yeah, of
um,
course.
a lot of times there's very minimal times. It's especially if I'm doing a show. It would have but I totally understand. A lot of it is hard to talk about.
Oh,
And
yeah,
for
CJ.
those who are
Yeah,
able to talk
yes.
about it, that's a strength in its own. Oh no, I'm losing everybody. But yeah, Joe, we definitely need to get together. I got all next week off, so let's set something up, tea time, and let's do that show, and we can have people hang out on panel, and do live calling and stuff for sure. I mean, because I've talked about how much the mental health. We've had a lot of shows where we would have a topic, and then those nights where the mental health discussions come out, and
Agree.
it's I totally we can talk about Idaho for another night. You know what I'm saying? When we're all together
Yeah, sure.
and we can talk about all those experiences and stuff. Those are special nights, and so I don't care about changing. So if you go back to old shows where there's mental health episodes, the last one was a couple months ago. I'll start off saying we're going to be talking about this topic, and then we get into this stuff, and it's just great conversations, and I appreciate the comfort. I mean, the stories that you hear, and a lot of the
Yes.
stuff that we do talk about, like, something took place in one crime, and that, can trigger something that similarly took place in your own life, and then for you to be able to, like, have the comfort to talk about it. There's like stuff that I didn't even know, like when we were covering a case that had to do with R, and then all of a sudden people in chat were talking about, well, I never got notified that this person got out, and I never got notified. It was during a Henrietta Horror episode. I didn't know this person got out, this and that. And then all of a sudden you start to see, like, wow, a lot of these R victims are never even notified that the person that committed the crime is being released. So it's like a lot of the stuff you don't even know takes place until you really start to hear the real stories from everybody, and it's definitely heartbreaking.
It is, CJ. It's really difficult to talk about it, but like some of the ladies here, I can see hugs and much love to you all, and and it's so nice that we feel that we can talk about it in here. Because I've been to Helen back, CJ. I was essayed by a family member. So yeah, I've been to Helen back, and I've had counselling, antidepressants, all sorts of stuff, and it's difficult to talk about stuff like that. It really is. And I can feel it myself, because it is a lot of hurt and a lot of pain, but like I say, everybody's got their own cross to bear, CJ. I agree. Yeah, I agree with the mental health support thing. Just so just so somebody can come along. If they want to talk, they can talk. If they don't, sit back and listen. It's like who was it, CJ, that was on, and he said that his son had died. Who was it last night that you had on? What was it called, CJ?
I didn't have a call on.
The two panel guests that you had on, two blokes, Kevin and the other one, and he said his son had died. Shit, who was it?
that was on Dago's show.
Was it on? Sorry, CJ.
Yeah.
Honestly, my brain is fried. Yeah, and
You're good.
he was talking about how his son, had passed away, and and it was really, really sad. But at least he was talking about it. And like I say, I've had counselling, and it doesn't do anything for me.
And when it comes to that, Tommy even has some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Tommy, that's it. Last night, that was you. It was Tommy. You.
Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy.
Tommy was talking about that was yesterday. Yeah, your last night, my afternoon. Yeah. Sorry, I'm mixed up with that. That was Tommy that was talking about.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we definitely need to get together. Let's get together at some point this weekend, and I'm gonna help you with your channel. We'll get everything set up. So all you need to do is just click the button to go live, and let's do a co-stream together where it's about mental health. And we'll use my phone line. We'll use my phone line. We'll use, all of my panel and all that stuff. That way, all of that will be available for your channel as well, with you going live and us doing the co-stream. So
thank you so much.
Let's do that. Let's get together this weekend. Let's get together for sure. Okay, and let's set something up for whatever coming up this. Whether it's the weekday next week or next weekend, let's get that figured out. And I'll put out a notification early as hell too, as early as I can. That way, whoever wants to join, let's put it out there. Let's talk about the mental health some more. I really appreciate that.
Well, let's do something else apart from all these cases. It's taxing. Your brain gets fried. Like I said, it gives me a headache. Recently, about all the new stuff that's come out, and people want to talk about. I can see in chat, CJ, you don't really pay a lot of attention to it. Do you know what I mean? Because you're doing the show.
Well, I got all this stuff.
Yeah. I read a lot, CJ, and I can see what people are talking about, and it's really sad.
Trust me. I feel the same way. Trust me, I feel the same way. That's why we did Delphi. That's why we did Flora, and I'm going to be doing Flora again coming up next week. But I haven't decided about tonight, and I thought, I don't know, this Chad Dorman stuff, I've been checking it out. It's been bothering the hell out of me. And, it's another one of these weird ass cases. It not that it resembles Henrietta Horror, but the fact that a father figure took out children. It's another one of those situations, and I'm just like, you know what? So I had thought about already last night that if I go live tonight, it's going to be discussing that Chad Dorman case. That's for sure. Because trust me, I feel you. It's after yesterday afternoon. It's just like, man, we could have so many shows about all of these different. What could be, and I'm just, it's like, I feel you. It's like getting to be
it's awful, awful. Yeah, sure. Like I said to you, but as well about that Ronald Burgos Alives, whatever he's called. He stabbed his own baby and his ex-partner because he didn't want his wife to find out that he was having an affair, you see. And that's been really terrible. I follow everything. Terrible.
I'm thinking, and this, since you brought it up earlier, this is what I'm thinking, because I'm thinking about because sometimes I do those combo episodes where I talk about two cases, talk about one, and then I talk about the other one in the same episode, and not just focus on one the whole time. And you brought up that Ronald Burgos guy, so I'm thinking about doing a combo episode with that Chad Dorman and Ronald Burgos, and I might do it tonight, actually, honestly. I'll
sure.
Put out a notification if I am getting.
He's not back in court till I think it's Wednesday. He's I think the court's off Monday, Tuesday, and Burgos is back in court on Wednesday. But yeah, he unalived his partner because a bit on the side, and he didn't want his wife to find out. He actually told her he was married but separated, and she actually went on social media and found out it kind of wasn't. Babe, I'd say baby, bubba. I love how Joe says baby, baby, bubba. And yeah, I don't just follow like the main cases, CJ, that you've got, in the news. Oh, I follow quite a few of them, and I watch a lot of court TV. So there you go.
Yeah,
It's good though.
Well,
It's good.
So I don't know. I think Kara's having some internet issues, so I apologize about that. We'll if she can't get back on, we'll definitely have her in another show coming up because, like I said, she was on panel. Definitely go check it out. I have heard her name in the description as well, and a shout out to her channel in the description. Definitely had some good points. So. But I kind of want to start asking you some questions about this C. Bronson guy.
Okay, yeah.
So you said you have a bunch of notes.
Yeah,
So,
sure. I've got notes. Yeah.
Is he like the most? See, when you said C. Bronson, I was thinking of an actor here in America. Okay.
Oh yeah. So his name. He took your actor. He took his name on. Charles Bronson in the UK was actually a boxer. And he had a moustache like your Charles Bronson, the actor. So he changed his name to Charles Bronson because he was a boxer. So yeah, but it's not called Charles Bronson anymore, CJ.
Okay.
It's called Charles Salvador, after the artist Salvador Dali.
Charles Salvador?
Yeah, Charles.
So, okay, so he's changed his name a whole bunch?
Yeah, a couple of times. He was, I think hang on a minute, CJ, let me get this stuff like this. He was actually born Michael, his name is Michael, but like I say, he went into boxing in his teens, and the coach said, oh, you need like a good name. So because he had a moustache, which you can see in the pictures, they said change your name, and they thought of Charles Bronson. But he's not. He was at the time, CJ, huge, in the UK, but he was huge in March. I think it was March or May when he went up for appeal. And it was all over the news again, Charles Bronson has gone up for release. And it actually said...
a couple months ago.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. That they might release him, but they actually turned his appeal down. He's been incarcerated for 48 years, CJ. You don't even get that for murder here.
Okay, so... What is he, and I don't even know if I can play some of these. I was just kind of going through some stuff. I know I can play Sky News, so I can show that. But let's see. Yeah, ask for freedom at parole hearing. Let me see here. So this is Charles Bronson's voice message from prison. So this was him wanting to ask, like, or trying to get out, but he was denied a couple months ago.
That's right, yeah.
From what I'm checking out.
Do you know what he's in jail for, CJ?
No, what is he in jail for?
Armed robbery. And he's been in jail for 48 years. Armed robbery, yeah. And he's been in jail for 48 years.
Really?
I love helping people, especially children and old folks. Now they keep drumming it into the public. I'm a danger. Well, who am I a danger to? I've never been a danger to the public. I love people. Love them. I love the world. I'm not a filthy terrorist or a rapist or a murderer. So who am I dangerous to outside? My dangerousness was in the prison, in the...
So he's being like, what is he? Okay, I'm confused here. This guy is the most dangerous criminal because he held a prison
Was
hostage.
CJ?
Prison hostage?
He's 70. Yeah, he's 70
What?
now, CJ. Yeah, he's 70. He's been in jail for 48 years. He got put away for armed robbery, yeah. But while he's been in jail, yeah, he's been assaulting other prisoners and prison guards. And that's why they've kept him in. CJ over here, yeah, for murder, you don't even serve 48 years. He's 70 and they won't let him out.
Well, because if he keeps committing assaults, well, then that's why in the hell he ain't getting out. What do you mean? What am I confused with here?
I think, yeah, because he's 70, CJ, slow down now. You know, it's not like an agile kind of person. You know, that can kind of assault people anymore. He's not done it. And you know what, CJ? They've kept him in segregation for 48 years. He's been in a 4x4 cell on his own, away from other people. And they kept him like that for 48 years. Anybody go mad.
Oh, so he wasn't being kept in there because he kept committing assaults. You're saying he's... So how long was he? Okay, so how long was he in prison for before he committed his first assault?
Yeah, but it was like grievous bodily harm, wounded with intent. I think he tried. It was in 1974, and then because he's been incarcerated, he's been assaulting prisoners and prison guards.
Yeah. So when did that start? Like, how long was he incarcerated for robbery until he started flipping out? Assault.
Well, he was born in 1952. Yeah.
Okay.
Making him 70, and he was sentenced in 1974. So 52, 62, 70. So he's 22, and he's been in jail for all this time, 48 years, in a 4x4 cell on his own.
I'm trying to find... All right, here we go. So Charles Bronson, born 1952, Charles Arthur Salvador, better known as Charles Bronson, is a British criminal with a violent and notorious life as a prisoner. He has spent periods detained in the Rampton, Broadmoor, and Ashworth high-security psychiatric hospitals.
Yeah, they actually drugged him, CJ, when he got sentenced, and he was, assaulting prison officers and guards and stuff. They put him in a mental institution prison, which is like Broadmoor, over here, really, really thingy prisons. Where do you know of the Moors murders, CJ?
The what murder?
The Moors murders.
No.
Over here. You don't know about Myra Hindley or Ian Brady?
No.
The Moors murders.
No.
Oh, CJ. Are you joking?
I'm not joking. I'm serious.
Oh, my goodness me. CJ, it's the most notorious thing that I've ever known in all my life, the Moors murders. I can't believe you don't know about them.
No idea.
You don't know about the Moors murders? Oh, no. CJ, it's terrible. Oh, Matt, right. Okay, we'll have to talk about that another time. He was put into a mental institution prison, and they were drugging him, to make him kind of incoherent, drooling, all sorts of stuff, trying to calm him down. But they put him in a prison, and he started again. But you know what he kept doing? Oh, how can I say this in a nice word? CJ, he was doing, he was covering himself, right? He was getting naked. He was covering himself in his own feces. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. yeah, it's called a dirty protest, yeah? So he's covering himself in his own crap. Let's say crap, let's say shit, yeah. And kicking off with the prison guards, yeah? So they wouldn't get hold of him, so wouldn't touch him. Yeah, Kitter, yeah. Covering himself in his own crap, so prison guards won't touch him and assaulting him. It's called a dirty protest. He's famous for doing it. Yeah.
A dirty protest.
Yeah. Yeah. Dirty protest. Cover yourself in your own crap. Get naked. Cover yourself in your own crap and kick off with the prison guards. And when they come in and rush you, you know, in your cell, they won't grab hold of you because you're covered in your own shit.
Right. Right.
Yeah, he's well known for it. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Chalk Baby said she heard of that before. There's a lot of oh my gosh, what's?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, if anybody that's interested, there's actually a film called Bronson, yeah, and it's based on his life. You know, he had part, you know, and obviously had a say in it. And there's a film called Bronson, and it's from his perspective. Can't even say my words. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually from his perspective. So it's called Bronson, but it's a bit strange. Thomas Cashman got 40 years in March for shooting a 9-year-old. See what I mean, CJ? Somebody got sentenced for 42 years in March for shooting a 9-year-old, but Charles Bronson has been in for 48 years for armed robbery.
Okay, I'm confused. So, okay. I see a lot of violent criminal in chat and all this other stuff, but okay, so I'm confused here. Are you saying here? Let me see this. First arrested as a petty criminal, he was convicted and sentenced in 1974 to 7 years imprisonment for armed robbery. Further sentences were imposed because of attacks on prisoners and guards. So that's what they're saying. He was only sentenced to 7 years, but further sentences were imposed because of attacks on prisoners and guards. So it just keeps getting added on, right? He is a violent prisoner and has taken numerous hostages in the course of confrontations with guards, resulting in sentences of life imprisonment. So he was only supposed to serve 7 years, but he keeps...
That's right, and he's done 48.
So if he wouldn't be doing it, then wouldn't he be getting out? It's like, I don't know. Jesse McFadden kept doing shit and he got released early. But that's America.
Well, that's it. I mean, CJ, the man is 70. What's he going to do at 70 years old? What is he going to do? You put a 20-year-old against a 70-year-old. 70-year-old's going to get absolutely hammered. What's he going to do at his age now?
But if somebody's a sociopath, it don't matter how old you are or how young you are. It's this.
Yeah, I know this, but what I'm saying to you is, he can't do anything to anybody now, can he? He's slowed down now, you know, he's got old and, you know, so on and so forth. But, yeah, Devil Doll's right. He does paint now, CJ. He paints, like, really strange pictures, you know, from, like psychotic, you know, like squiggles and lines and, paintings of like ghosts' faces and stuff like that, and he actually sells them. He sells them, and people pay top money for them because they know it's from Charles.
Right? Because he's but
CJ, it's not assaulted. Yeah, but it's not assaulted prison guards that bad. Well, he's not got any weapons or anything, do you know what I mean, on him because he's in jail. It's not that bad. It's with his fists. But he's done 48 years. In my opinion, it's not right, CJ. He should be let out. He's 70.
Well, it's saying right here that He was convicted and sentenced in 1974 to 7 years in prison for armed robbery.
That's
Further
right.
sentences were imposed because of attacks on prisoners and guards.
Yeah,
So,
that's it.
you know, if you go to prison, right, and then you're attacking prisoners, guards, holding hostages, doing all this shit, then you're not brain fart. You're not rehabilitating.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. I understand that,
Because I mean,
CJ.
to hold hostages and to assault guards and prisoners, you know, to continually, you know, for them to have further sentences. I don't know. I'm just confused because, I mean, it even says, I don't know. I'm just confused. So if you think, why do you think that he should be? Okay, I guess the better question is, when was the last time that an assault took place? Has it been 20 years? Like, how long has it been?
It's not recent, CJ.
How long-
Look like Devil Does. She's in Scotland and she knows as well. I
Okay.
don't think he's assaulted a guard in years. He's 70. He's an old man. I think he should be let out, CJ, to pass away. You know, he's got a son as
okay.
well. He's got a couple of kids.
Okay.
It was actually all over the news. I think it was 2017. He actually married a woman that, you know, one of these that starts writing to prisoners, you know, one of these weirdos that likes inmates and stuff. And she went writing to him, and he actually got married in prison, and she actually passed away of cancer. I think they were married like 2 years, something. And she passed away, but he has got children, and he can't have a lot of visits, you know, stuff like that, because of his behaviour. We know he's assaulted people. I wouldn't go out of my home now, CJ, and start punching people and assaulting them. Do you know what I mean? You know, but
I know. I heard what kind of driver you are.
well, that's it. See, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Hey, you get angry. You're reffing and blinding all the time anyway. No, you don't get angry, actually. You don't.
I heard
You
what
actually
kind of
don't.
driver. I heard what kind of driver you are. Yeah.
You know. Oh, I just said the F word. I apologise.
You're fine.
He does write books and stuff, yeah, about his, you know, he writes books about all sorts.
Okay.
And he actually, do you know who the Cray twins are?
Well, when was, I mean, it's cool he does paintings and writes books and all that other stuff. When was the last time he committed an assault? Like, how long? Like, I get what you're saying, right? 7 years, 40 some years is too long for robbery. But if you're in there, you haven't served your sentence, and you start committing assaults, I totally understand why they pile on. But my if anybody knows, when was the last time an assault took place? How long has it been? What has happened to show that there's been rehabilitation? Because that's what makes, you know, when it comes to coming up for parole.
Yeah, it's about 20 years ago.
About 20 years ago?
Yeah, last assault.
Okay. So 20 years ago was the last assault. He's been writing books, doing paintings. So really, after the last assault, he's served already enough for the original sentence, served it again for the original hostages and all that stuff. I don't know what the laws are over there. Does holding people hostage create a really extensive additional sentence on top of that? Because I could imagine, you know, it's one thing to assault a prison guard, but it's got to be another thing to hold them hostage.
Yeah, but they were frightened to death of him, CJ. Everybody was frightened to death. They were absolutely scared shitless of him. All the prison guards and everything, you know, because of his reputation and, you know, stuff. They were absolutely scared shitless of him. And you know what, CJ? Can I just say something, a point, yeah? Do you know who is assaulted? Yeah, other prisoners. Can I say the word paedophile? just said it anyway, don't matter, does it? Pedos. It's assault. Only
Oh.
people that is assaulted are pedos, the R word. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
So
he okay, so the assault.
assaulted prisoners like that.
Oh.
And that's
Okay,
who's
well
assaulted. Yeah. That's
yeah,
who's assaulted.
well, there's a different way of looking at it. Yeah, but prison guards and hostages, where are we? What? Prison guards and hostages.
So would you if you were kept in a box for 24 hours a day, not even let out or anything, kept in a cell, you know, having a visit once every month or whenever they feel like you can have a visit and stuff. So would you? You go mad?
I would do my prison sentence to get out.
Yeah. Well,
as
I
quick
wouldn't have
as
got in
possible.
jail in the first place. Yeah. We wouldn't have got in jail in the first place, would we? So,
I mean,
but there is something wrong with him, you know. He didn't, you know what, CJ? He didn't even have a bad upbringing or anything that I can find. You know, like he didn't have a terrible upbringing. You know, his parents were drug addicts or anything like that. He just
okay.
didn't. He just snapped.
Okay, so I get the pedo shit, and that was the guard.
Pedo.
Right?
Pedo. Pedo, it's funny how you say that. It's
Some
funny.
say tomato,
Yeah.
some say tomato. But
Tomato.
right, but what I'm looking at, I'm focused on the guards and the hostage stuff. When did that take place within the first 7 years he was supposed to serve? I don't know the laws over there in UK. Do you get early release? Do you, like, where did, because if somebody, okay, what is a better question? If somebody in chat could put when the first assault against a prison guard or a hostage situation was taking place within that first 7 years. My bigger question is, though, is why do you think he's been in there that long with everything that you're telling me? Why do you think then? What is the reason why he's the one that is being treated this way and not Joe Schmo?
He's not in a mental prison, a mental institution. He's in Hull prison, yeah, because I've actually been Googling to actually send him a letter, CJ, to see if he writes back, which would be interesting, wouldn't it? There's another show, CJ, to see if he actually writes back. I honestly think it's terrible. Here, they get 10 years for murder, and he's been in for 48 years, and his original crime was only armed robbery. That was it. He didn't kill anybody. All he's done is assaulted people. That's it. And he's been in for 48 years. It's wrong. It's wrong. Only because he's assaulted a few prison guards and officers. That's it.
That's where the question comes in of when the first assault with, I mean, let's be honest, an assault is an assault, whether it's on ice cream maker or fucking whoever. Assault is an assault, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Right? Now, the justification for us inside of our own souls on if the assault is warranted or not, that's up to our own souls. But I'm taking that out of the equation. That's why it's an important question to me to ask, when did that first assault take place with a prison guard or a hostage situation during that 7-year sentence? Because that's why he would be getting more added on because of the, you know what I mean? So it's one thing to me, right? This is where I'm looking at it. I can see where you're coming from if it had to do with, say, he is assaulting certain criminals that did certain things with children. That means, you know what? I totally understand where you're coming from, Joe. Why in the hell is this dude still in here? But when it comes to prison guards and hostage situations, that's something that if you are in your right mind and you are getting rehabilitated for the crime that you were originally sentenced for, then you don't do shit like that.
No, I
So,
know this, but he
and
did
I
it
don't,
because he was
regardless if he
protesting.
was in a 4x4 or if he was by himself, you don't do shit like that if you're getting
No,
rehabilitated. That's why it's
yeah,
important. When did that first crime, that first assault take place? Within the 7 years, because if we can have some kind of outline of the charges and the sentences that were tacked on, I bet you it would make sense. I'm just really trying to understand where the
yeah.
guards and the hostage comes in, because that plays a big part to me when it comes to why this dude's still in prison or if he should be out.
Yeah, sure. He was actually taking them hostage and assaulting them because he was protesting against his sentence. Because he kept saying, obviously he did it the first time. He got 7 years for armed robbery, and he was actually protesting. And the first time he did it, and then they added more onto his sentence. He put him in a mental institution. He didn't think he was mental, so they drugged him up to his eyeballs, and he did it again, assaulted somebody else. That's what I can gather, CJ, from the information that I found out. That's why I kept doing it, protesting, taking them hostage. He actually took his art teacher hostage as well and kept him in a room. I think it was about 24
See
hours,
what I'm
CJ.
saying? If you're
Yeah, sure.
rehabilitated or you're trying to, you don't do shit like that. That's where I'm
No,
coming
but
from.
yeah,
So
it's been
that's
20 years now. He's not done it. He's 70. The guy can't even probably walk properly. He's an old man now. So
okay, but
I think, personally,
I
should let him go. He can't do anything to anybody. He can't hurt anybody.
yeah, but okay. So, like, say you make a certain kind of threat here in America, that shit comes with a heavy fucking sentence, Joe.
Yeah, we're
So
different. Yeah, well, yeah,
is a
sure.
hostage situation inside of a prison come with a heavy, like, if there's some kind of information out there where it shows the charges that he's committed during his incarceration, the sentences that were tacked on, I mean, it would, I guess it'd be a better way to understand the laws over there, because I honestly don't know.
Yeah,
But
it's different.
a hostage
Totally different to
situation
yours.
in a prison, I imagine, would be tacking on a lot of fucking time. And if you're
No, they only
committing,
put a couple of years on, CJ. They put a couple of years on, couple of years on, couple of years on. They only had a couple of years. Like I say, you can commit M-word here and get a 10-year sentence and be out in 5. Whatever somebody gets charged with, normally, CJ, here, and they get a sentence of, say, 15, they normally do half or just over that. You don't do the full time here. That's usually, CJ, what happens. Yeah. So, yeah, we should be more like you. Like I said, we need stricter laws. We need stricter, if we had the DP here, I'm pretty sure it'd cut down a lot of crime. But we don't have guns like you do. We don't have guns. So, and if we did, CJ, I could see every maniac running around with one here shooting each other, every idiot and his dog running around. But we're not allowed to carry weapons. Like me and Cara told you, if somebody broke into my house tonight, I got my kitchen knife from the side of my bed, yeah, unalive that person because he broke into my house, I get done for the M-word and put in jail.
Oh no, it's just crazy.
You
I
wouldn't,
mean, listen, I know that some of the assaults were on people that should, let's be real, like, you did some messed up shit. So I ain't mad, right? But
yeah.
You're talking prison guards, you're talking hostages. I mean, Devil Doll even says that he received a 2-year sentence in 2014 for holding a governor in a headlock. I get you want to get I get you want to get your point across. I get you want to get your point across. But there's certain ways to do it and certain ways you don't. And if I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to sit there and put the freaking governor in a headlock to explain my point. No. It's a legal process, and you have to.
No. I know.
So I don't understand. This is where I'm not getting it. I mean, I get it's all for, I'm not the, I get it, but at the same time, people of sound mind don't do that shit. You don't
No,
hold
no.
governors in headlocks. You don't hold people hostage. You don't hold prisoners. You don't attack prison guards. I mean, I don't know. I'm just confused. I mean, I get it. He loves people. It's about, I get the stuff, but at the same time, it's like, okay, there's a lot of people that are wrongfully convicted that get released from their sentence, and they don't do that.
Yeah, sure. But do you know what, CJ? I was thinking as well, this BK case. Let's not talk about it, but I was thinking about, you've got a DP over there. I wonder how many people have been executed, and they haven't even done it. They haven't actually really done it. And I was wondering about how many that might have happened to over there with you. I bet there's loads. I bet there's absolutely loads that haven't committed the crime and they've actually been executed. That's why. That's why. Yeah, at first we were like, the death penalty. Yeah, we should have that over here. But CJ, when I sat down and thought about it, I thought, do you know what? If it were I've got a son and a daughter, and if it were my daughter, whatever, I'd say, do it. But now I think that they should be left to rot in prison for the rest of their lives. And that's for murder, CJ, not armed robbery and taking a couple of prison guards hostage and, assaulting pedophiles, as you say.
But he already served that sentence. He's serving another sentence from something else that he did, correct? Yeah, that's why he's still in prison, because he's serving a sentence of whatever he was serving, right? That's what I'm saying. I need to see the list of charges and the amount of time that was tacked on, and that's going to tell us, right? That should tell us why he's still in prison or not, right?
It's all assault, and it's holding prison guards hostages. It's all on the top of his sentence that he got originally.
When's
That's all it is.
To be released? When's he
was up for parole, in March, and it was all over the news here. They actually thought he was going to get released and rehabilitated and all sorts. And it came on, it's been denied. Yeah, it's been denied. He didn't get life though. CJ didn't get life. He only got 7 years. But because he's been a bastard in oh, sorry, I swore.
No, you're good. Armed robbery, wounding with intent, criminal damage, grievous bodily harm, false imprisonment, blackmail, threatening to kill, life imprisonment. Now I kind of understand what you're saying, but people that are rehabilitated don't commit all of those things while they're...
No, I know, I understand this. I really do. I understand what you're saying. Me or you, or like you say, Joe Schmo. We say Joe Blogs. We say Joe Blogs. Joe Blog. You say Joe Schmo. Me and you. I'm sorry, high ground. I know I swore. I'm not as bad as CJ,
you're fine.
Though.
You're fine.
CJ, you've got a disgusting mouth, CJ. Oh my god. No, what F. No, do you know what? In real life, I do swear quite often.
I do. I
do swear that.
It's me. So you can like it.
Well, that's it. You shouldn't be anybody else, should you, baby?
There's people I know that don't say one swear word. I don't.
Oh no.
It is what it is. But that's why I always make sure that at my, I was, even when somebody hops in and says, "Hey, I'm sitting down with the fam, watching the show," I'm like, "Yo, just letting you know, it's not conversations for children." No,
CJ, I'm just letting you fucking know. I'm just letting you fucking know that I fucking swear.
Yeah, let me get to that real quick. Cara, she's having some internet issues. I already let everybody know because I had reached out to her by email So sorry, it must not have came through. But yeah, she's having internet issues, and we're gonna have to get together in another point. I should have put that
Bonnie.
into my mod messages. Sorry.
Oh yeah, Bonnie at Folsom. That's where Johnny Cash did a concert, was it? Yeah, Folsom. Yeah, Johnny Cash. I love Johnny Cash, me. He did. Johnny Cash did a live album from Folsom Prison.
For Charles Bronson?
No, for Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash, a singer.
Yeah, he did it for
He did Folsom, yeah, from Folsom, didn't it? It was from Folsom Prison, wasn't it? It was from the Folsom Prison.
Everybody's loving your swearing.
Folsom Prison Blues, see, yeah.
Well,
Johnny Cash, amazing.
This is from Sky News. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play a couple clips so we can hear what he has to say. This is from Sky News. Britain's most notorious prisoner, Charles Bronson, pleads for help. Now, this is from 11 months ago. Just keep that in mind. Obviously, it was denied a couple months ago, but this is from 11 months ago.
From inside one of Britain's most secure jails, a plea for help from its most notorious prisoner, a man who's been locked up for nearly 50 years.
I'm 70 years old now, Martin. 70 years old. I've never murdered anyone. I've never raped anyone. What am I in jail for? People don't believe it. They think I'm a serial killer.
The prisoner's best known as Charles Bronson, but now calls himself Charles Salvador. Jailed originally for armed robbery in 1974, he's been kept in prison with only 2 brief releases because of a series of attacks on jail staff. Bronson's solicitor says he's reformed and is urging the Justice Secretary to grant a pardon. In a letter to Dominic Raab, he asks him to use his prerogative to free Bronson because he says he's made great progress in prison. He says in the letter, the evidence in excess of the last 5 years is clear that his risk of violence has significantly reduced.
The argument is that if he's been able to demonstrate that he's not violent within very high risk situations in custody towards staff, governors, etc., then the risk falls away if he's released into the public, because historically, whilst there was a risk to the public, it's never been as severe as towards prison staff and governors.
But you accept that there is still a risk of him being violent if he were to be released?
There is very good psychological research evidence that as someone ages, the risk of violence decreases. When someone approaches 70, the research shows that drops off to 0. Now, he's at that age bracket.
So I kind of see what you're saying there, that, yeah, he's at the age of 70 now. I don't know. Here, 70, you could still be just as sick as you were when you were 25. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, sure. What's your average age? What's your average age for life expectancy for a man over there?
Life expectancy, I just think in general, isn't it low 80s?
Ours is 70 for a man.
Is it?
Yeah, it's 70. So we're different, aren't we? You know, like we said, we're different. CJ, I've not come across as shitty, have I, with you? I haven't come across as argumentative, really. I haven't come across as argumentative or shitty with you, have I? I didn't mean to be if I was.
No,
oh, right. I was going to say I didn't mean to.
No. We're having a good conversation. I appreciate your points, and then I'm also trying to, because I understand some of the things you're expressing, but some of the things I'm just confused about, and it's because either I don't understand the laws over there or I don't understand the case as much, and so I just have a lot of questions when it comes to this, because some of it to me is like, well, if you keep committing crimes, well, then why in the hell are you expecting to get out,
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
That's where I'm coming from about that. Let me see. The average age expectancy for U.S. males is about 73 years old right now.
Yeah, 70 here. It's 70, so there you go.
Well,
I
I mean,
think
yeah, what
that-
laws? If you can't even defend yourself, Joe,
Yeah,
without
sure.
being, yeah, exactly what Devil Doll says. What laws? It's a joke. That is a joke. That you can get charged with, unaliving when you're just trying to protect yourself in your own damn home.
Devil
I
Doll
have
is
every right. I have
take.
every right to defend myself if somebody comes in my home.
Yeah, sure.
100.
We don't. We don't.
ridiculous.
We'll get put in jail and we'll get charged with the M word.
That is
We'll get charged with
ridiculous.
unaliving. Yeah, we can't do
I don't
anything.
understand.
So yeah. So if somebody was breaking into the car or whatever, and you run out, higher ground. Take care, darling. Take care, Donny, and I'll see you soon. Mwah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a piss take. Absolute joke. There was one not long ago, CJ, that I saw. Yeah. There was a young gentleman that had a wife, a baby, and his wife was pregnant. Yeah. And he caught somebody, 2 lads, breaking into his car in the middle of the night. Yeah. So he spotted it on his Ring doorbell camera. It went off. He ran out onto the driveway. They went off on, like a scooter moped thing, but
Yeah,
not a motorbike. Yeah. He went after them, chased them, right, in his car to try and get them, hold of them, obviously. And they actually both collided with each other. Yeah. He knocked the 2 gentlemen off the bike. One of them was in a really bad way. And the other one was obviously fine, everything else. And the gentleman whose house that they were trying to break into got 3 years. His partner actually lost the baby through worry, feeling ill and stuff like that. CJ, our law is pissed. It's on its ass.
Well, yeah, especially when you can't defend yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, that's ridiculous. So what are you
Yeah,
supposed to do?
no,
Let
not allowed
somebody
to.
commit the crime, walk in and walk out, and then file a frickin' report and expect the justice system to protect you and I mean, I don't know. It just seems messed up to me. I'll be damned if somebody comes in my fucking home and I ain't defending my fucking
CJ,
ass.
honestly,
I'll be
I'm not
damned.
joking.
I'll be the first
I'm
one to
not
run to that
fucking
motherfucker.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not fucking joking, CJ. I live on my own,
Right.
like I say. If I caught somebody trying to break into my fucking home, I've got a big, massive kitchen now. I've got pepper spray. Honestly, I'd fucking go mad. I don't care if I'm on my own, CJ, and I'm quite small, but I would definitely attack somebody if I caught them as well. But I'm not stupid, CJ. I don't leave my windows open at night or anything. We can't hear anyway. You might be able to, but we can't. And we don't have air conditioning like you, so it's pretty warm. But honestly, I would defend my
You don't?
property.
Oh,
No.
yeah, you don't have air conditioning.
No, we have a fan, and that's about all. Or you have to close your blinds to keep sunlight out. It's shit.
Oh, I can't imagine not having air conditioning.
No,
That's crazy.
no, we don't have. And you know what, CJ, with the cost of living now, because everything's doubled, gas prices, electricity prices, I couldn't even afford to run air conditioning, find it fitted.
Right.
You can't anymore.
Right.
I don't know about. Is that happened in America as well, CJ?
Oh yeah, everything's freaking
Yeah.
tripled, quadrupled, doubled. I mean, everything,
Same.
everything. It's the food alone, and the
Food.
fact that now, I mean, food's going to be skyrocketing even more now because of all those issues with the food, the global food shortages and stuff.
It's a piss take.
Yeah,
it's an
just gonna get
absolute
worse.
joke.
Yeah,
And do you know
it's
what,
just gonna get
CJ?
worse.
I told you I work in cat rescue, yeah. So I have cats of my own, and actually foster cats who've come from bad situations or have been abused or kicked out on the streets. And we're finding more and more cats that are being kicked out because the owners can't afford to feed them. It's so sad, CJ. It really, really is. It really is. It's you know, I was paying like, I think you call it $10, yeah. So $10 for a box of 40 packets of cat food. That has now gone up to 15. It is it's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, it is. A loaf of bread used to cost 88 cents, and now it's like $3 and something.
Yeah, that's
Eggs,
it. Yeah,
eggs.
same here.
You could get 18 eggs for $1, and now 18 eggs is like $5 or $6. I mean,
my God.
everything.
Do
It's
you know
crazy.
what?
And that's
You
just
should have seen
food.
it. Yeah, you should have seen it here with what to call it when it was COVID. Yeah. When it's COVID, you should have seen it, CJ. The shelves were empty. People were, oh my goodness, we had to queue up outside supermarkets. Pam Frenchman, can't you block your window open with a board or something? Because my cats, Pam, are indoor cats. I don't let them out because I've had a couple killed on the road. I'm scared of letting the cats out. I have chains on my windows, so I can open my window so much, and there's a chain on it. But I wouldn't leave it open, like I say, at night time on my own. I just wouldn't risk it. But you guys, like you say, you've got guns and stuff. I wish we could do that. But like I say, we'll get charged for it. It's ridiculous.
Right. Kib Kitty, thank you for that super chat. I appreciate that. I am so grateful to have a channel and host who allows to open up about life. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Do you want to go into something else, or are you going off?
No.
Or do you want me off?
No, there's a couple video clips of some other stuff I want to check out. I definitely would like to find out, like, I don't know. It is kind of interesting. I'm still confused. I would still like to explore more, but I feel like I need like the charges and the sentences, and I just need more like documentation. Do you guys get that when it comes to your cases over there? Do you get that documentation of stuff like this where charges and added on because I mean, I just
I can get that. I can get that for you.
Why do you think besides everything that you think he did or didn't do, or how long it's been or whatever, you know, what do you think is the reason why he was denied parole?
Because he had a reputation. Yeah. Right here. Yeah. You know, see, you won't know, CJ. Do you know who the Cray twins are? The Crays.
Crays? You know, I did, as I was looking up some of this stuff here, I did notice Crays in some of the titles.
CJ. Oh my God, we're going to have to go into that as well. Oh my God. Yeah, Devil Doll, I agree, because he's notorious. Right. There's a couple of cases, that me and you need to go into, CJ. One's the Cray twins, from London. See, Devil Doll knows who the Crays are. We know who the Crays are. They're both passed away now. They were twins, They run London. So they ran protection money for all the clubs, all your pubs, everything else, right? And the Cray twins were notorious.
Was that like a mafia thing or something?
Yeah, in your kind of way, And you know what? They pull big knives out. They murdered loads of people, and you know, so and so. Oh, Bonnie, that's really nice.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate the super.
Bless you. Oh,
thank you. Thank you for your story too, Bonnie. I'd like to talk to you sometime in the future. I was watching your story in chat though. Thank you so much, Bonnie. We got to get your Joe, please. We got to link up sometime this weekend when you're available after the show. If you want to, we can do it. I want to help you get your channel set up. I want to help you get StreamYard set up so you can just click a button, go live, help you with whatever you need in your About Me. Put links to your donation for the cats.
That's really nice. Thank you.
I want to help you get everything set up for you, your channel, your YouTube, everything. So that way, because with you, doing kind gestures with rescuing cats and animals and things like that, you definitely deserve to have everything set up. Yeah, for real. So,
thank you.
I mean, I think I would definitely like to go into like the Cray twins and
Cray twins. Right, listen, we've got another one, CJ. The Moors murders.
Yeah, and the Moors.
CJ, you've never ever heard anything like it in your life. I'll probably live about half an hour again to the Moors, which is just a big open land of space, which is all hilly. It's called the Moors. And there is a man and a woman who were unaliving children.
Okay.
And that was back in the 60s. They actually were taking them. Yeah, Fred and Rosemary West. See, there's CJ. I could tell you loads of them. Fred and Rosemary West. That's another one. That is a brilliant one, Devil Doll.
Well, we need to. How about this? The next time that we get
the Moors murders, CJ, the Moors murders were the worst ones ever. The Moors murderers were the worst one. They were boyfriend and girlfriend. He started off messing about with cats when he was younger, strangling them, burying them alive, torture and stuff with animals. And then he was a bit of a sexual sadist. Can I say that? Am I all right to say that?
Sure.
It's a bit of a sexual sadist. Yeah. And
I don't worry about that. Cool.
Yeah, it's a massive case here, CJ. He actually got her into unaliving children and sexually assaulting, and they buried them on the moors. The moors, CJ, is miles and miles of just hills, and it's up Yorkshire, and there is it one that's not been found? And they've been missing for all this. Oh, CJ, we could go into. You know what? I could talk for ages and go into loads and loads of cases, like Dr. Harold Shipman. Dr. Harold Shipman as well. CJ, do you know who that is?
I'm writing. No, I have no idea. I'm just writing this shit down. Harold Shipman.
Dr. Harold Shipman. Yeah, with a P. Yeah, he was unaliving his patients, making them older people. Making them sign their wills over, and he was actually a doctor injecting them with morphine and all sorts and unaliving them. He's another notorious one. Dr. Death, I don't know who that is. I'm not sure that is Devil. I'm not sure that is Devil Dog Dr. Death. Oh yeah, Harold Shipman. Yeah, according Dr. Death. Sorry, you know what? My brain's fried. Yeah, Dr. Death. There's a few of them. Rosemary, Harold Shipman, Rosemary and Fred West. That's another one. Yeah. They were torturing children as well.
Well, what the next members live with Joe's gonna be. Holy crap. Yeah,
we don't have serial killers here like you do. Like obviously BK, what do you call him, Bundy, and all that crap. We don't tend to have serial killers here. It's just kind of a couple here. But when we do, CJ, it is really bad. That Ian Brady and Myra Hindley, the Moors murderers, that is notorious. Everybody hates it, CJ. Here in England, and like Devil Doll, she's in Scotland. Ian Brady, the Moors murderer, he was actually Scottish. And obviously Devil Doll, everybody here knows Myra Hindley and Ian Brady. pair of absolute bastards what they did. And one of them, CJ, they actually got a little girl. They were like pulling up in a car and saying, "Oh, excuse me, I've lost my glove. You know, can you help me find it and stuff?" And leading children into cars and stuff, taking them up the moors, and obviously unaliving them. There was a little girl, CJ. I think she was 7. They actually got her, took them back to the house, and actually recorded her last words. And I can sing you the transcript, but it's really graphic, CJ. I don't know if you want me to or not, of what she was saying on tape recorder.
Well, I mean, you can go ahead and send it, and then I can always, I can always kind of screen it myself.
Yeah, I mean, for yourself to read, it's very graphic about what they were doing to CJ. Everybody, the Notorious, there is quite a few Notorious sort of, people, over here, but not as much as yours. That's why I kind of go into, America. I read, CJ, is People magazine full of shit in your country?
Yeah.
Is it full of shit, People magazine?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, it's people. I mean,
yeah, sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't, it's gossip. It's gossip.
Right,
That's
yeah. See, I don't read our newspapers. I don't get a newspaper or anything. Or,
I don't read newspapers either.
No, it's bullshit. I haven't got time.
Yeah, it's all agenda based, and I ain't worried about that shit.
Yeah, and half it what you see is bollocks anyway. You read a load of shit.
Yeah, it's all about whatever agenda they want to push. It's all once the big money started, getting involved with all that. That's when it became an agenda driven. Back in the day when people had to like work their ass off to get a story and shit, and all these different crediting and sourcing and all this shit. That's when not to say that everything was 100% true, but it was, you could trust a lot of the shit that was being put out there. But anymore these days, it's all based off of big money and who gets kickbacks and what laws affect certain, it's all about money. So you can't even
That's
really
why I don't like you.
No
I do watch News Nation, but I don't like that either. Because there's been a lot of stuff on there that I think, with the BK case, I think bullshit.
That's
what a load of shit.
I haven't watched it, when's the last time we even watched a News Nation clip, or any clips for that matter? It's a lot of it. I'm trusting certain channels that I support. I'm trusting them way more than I trust fucking News Nation or Fox or ABC or any of them channels. Way more.
Yeah, so
way more. So
that's what I do, CJ. I don't watch. Sometimes I'll put Sky News on when it was Nicola.
I do
Bulley,
like Sky News.
Yeah, Sky News is brilliant. Yeah. And, Sky News is great, but I tend to watch yours. And then, like I say, I watch Court TV because I watched the Murdoch trial. And that was it was brilliant. Well, it weren't brilliant.
I do like Court TV too. Law and Crime. I do like Court TV. I didn't like how they zoomed in on Koberger's. I mean, they really zoomed in. You could see his face more than you could see my face on the camera.
Yeah, but you know what? They put pictures of him in the paper, smiling, smirking, right? And they actually do it on purpose. They wait until he's got a facial expression, take a picture of him and put it in the paper and say, "Oh my God, look at Kohlberger, he's smiling," or whatever. Oh my God, he thinks it's funny.
Analyzing, the body reactions and movements and stuff. And it's like, that's...
Yeah, but they just told him not to do it. And they was doing it 10 minutes, 5 minutes after. So you know what I mean? They're going to get kicked out. They're going to ruin it for all of us. I want to see it televised. I don't know about you. Would you like to see it televised? The trial.
What? Oh, the trial? Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
God,
That's
yeah.
why. That's why when I was replaying the court TV episode, I was using my coffee cup to block it because, if you're out there, if the judge is out there specifically looking at social media and YouTube and stuff to see, what it's like out there, I definitely want to be one of those channels that is showing that, I hear you, judge. Like, I want this shit to be televised too. And if that means that I put a coffee cup, if some organization wants to not listen, I would hope that they would listen. But in the event that they don't, I want them to be able to see, like, look, I'm about not. I've never been reading off reaction body movement type guy anyway.
No.
I may have, something about a jaw clenching or something or swallowing. Okay, that's just shit but to sit there and make a video about analyzing body movements and all this other shit, like, how about we get to the actual facts of the case?
Top lip, yeah. And, jaw clenching, top lip going. No, because he might have a nervous, twitch or something. Because I noticed it. I noticed his kind of mouth going in and out. I noticed jaw clenching. Oh, he's guilty. Look at him, jaw clenching. He's definitely guilty. It's bollocks. But I tell you what, though, CJ, did you watch the Alex Murdoch trial? Did you see it?
No, when the Alex Murdoch trial was going on, I was actually focusing on the Stephen Smith case because it wasn't getting any attention. And I thought
that's how I found out.
Yeah,
that's how I found out about Stephen Smith from Alex Murdoch. Oh my God, CJ, what a mad ass he was. You could actually tell, though. I'm glad they did film it. I'm glad they filmed it, and he was crying. He had, it's all down his nose and in his mouth and on his suit. And, it was unbelievable watching his, his demeanour and everything on camera.
Well,
and it was really good to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, but when it comes to all that, you gotta listen. Like, we went into that. That shit has been around there for generations. That family was controlling and influencing that area for a century. And when you're talking about like the fourth and fifth generation, they've already been groomed on how to put on a show, how to operate things, so for the shit to be all over the shirt and this and that, I mean, that's just something that was handed down generation after generation as it got perfected as time went on. I mean, it really is, but I am glad that the conviction went through. Definitely is guilty, and I'm surprised with how quick it. But the
jury came back. I was as well. I was quite surprised. I know what happened in the Laurie Vallow case. I know what happened, but I've not really kept up with that, if you know what I mean. I've not really, because it's children. I don't really like stuff like that, but I will keep up with that Chad Dorman case.
I'm thinking about doing a live tonight about it. But I'm not sure if I'm doing a show tonight. But if I do, and I'm going to talk about that Burgos guy too. I'm going to do.
Yes, please do.
Sure.
Yeah, please do, because I've kept it like that with a few of them off court TV, and I've gone and looked into it myself, and gone to Google and research what's going on. And it's like the Alex Murdoch trial. I found that by accident. I didn't know, and obviously I found out about Stephen Smith after that. It's like his son, CJ, with that boat crash. Jesus Christ. He killed a girl. He unalived somebody in a boat. And his son stole, his brother's ID to go and get alcohol. And you see them all getting on. Who would in the right mind, CJ, if you were all pissed up, if you were all drunk, who in the right mind would get on a boat if he was pissed and let him drive? Honestly.
No, I understand. We covered it because that's okay. So I was gonna get into the Murdoch stuff, right? And so we played an episode, and it was an episode from Court TV, and it was the 5 deaths that were connected to Murdoch episode on Court TV. So I was like, well, here, let me watch this. If we're going to get into Murdoch, we're going to watch this. This is before the trial.
Yeah, sure.
So as it was about to start. So as we start watching it, I noticed one of them was the Stephen Smith case. And I had all the intention. And that's when I noticed the Mallory Beach boat crash thing too.
Me too.
But,
me too.
you know, everybody was wanting to cover the Stephen or the Alex Murdoch and the boat crash, and they are both like ridiculously horrible in their own mind. But when we came across the Stephen Smith part in that Court TV episode, to me, that's when I was like, there's so much fishy shit going on right here, and there's
me too.
One kid. There's only one kid. And so honestly, like, I know a little bit about what took place, and you know, the surveillance cameras of them leaving from drinking, and I did watch something on Netflix that talked about it too, the Murdoch something on Netflix that talked about it. So it was very, very messed up. But I just when we came across Stephen Smith's case in that episode, that's when I started going into the Stephen Smith case, because there's just wasn't, everybody was talking about Murdoch at the time, and I'm like, this is crazy. Like, this is just one kid, and he supposedly got hit by a car. Like,
that's right. That's CJ. That's what happened to me. I didn't know about Murdoch until, you know, it was on. I thought, what's this? So it can be on a couple of days, and thought, oh. So I was watching it and thought, I like this. And, you know, they were going into everything. And then a few days after, it took, you know, you had, well, you know, all the experts on about, you know, from the autopsies. And, you know, and I thought, you know what, I'm really invested in this now. And that's when I found, you know, Stephen Smith and Mallory Beach as well. I thought, oh my God. So then I went into it and found out they were a really wealthy family, and, you know, and everything else, and so on and so forth. And then that led to Laurie Vallow and Chad Daybell, and they leave from one to the other, don't they, CJ? And that's how you end up, you know, kind of getting in all of them. But I do think Stephen Smith, there's something not right with that. Definitely
well, the right
not.
the right things happening, because as soon as Alec Murdoch was sentenced, the SLED agents, South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, even came out and said that it was within the first 2 weeks of them starting to investigate the Alec Murdoch case. That's what led them to information to reopen the Stephen Smith case, not as a hit and run, but as a homicide. So ever since that, the right thing has been happening. Just
it's good.
You know, just pray and hope that. It sounds like the right thing's happening. Well, the attorney came out and said that if they said that by Labor Day, that they should be able to let everybody know what exactly took place and who was involved.
That's right. Yeah, they said the second autopsy, they got what they needed.
By Labor Day.
They said, his body, for an 8-year-old body that was put into the ground, was actually in quite good condition when they brought him up, you know, when they exhumed him. And they actually said they actually got what they needed from that, and they have answers. That's what they said, didn't they? Yeah, the whole family is Pam. Devil Doll, I'm reading your comments, but I don't want to interrupt CJ. Yeah, I think the whole family is corrupt. His brother, everything else, so on and so forth. You know, they all are. They are a very, very wealthy family, aren't they? That's why, CJ, they shouldn't take the Idaho 4 house down, because the jury from the Murdoch case went to where it happened, didn't they? They're allowed to go and have a walk round, but obviously another family have got it now. It's been sold. And they were allowed to walk around where it happened, where they found the bodies, so on and so forth. That's why I think they shouldn't tear the Idaho 4 house down until after the trial. Yeah, just just
It's
so they
important.
can go in, have a look, see, hear the noise, walk up the stairs, open the patio doors and see if anybody upstairs can hear them. Everything else, I really do see it. They shouldn't be tearing it down, but I can understand
Well,
they want it gone. They want it
I
gone. They
thought
want it
about
erased from memory. Everything else, shift it.
there's
I
got to
can
be a way.
understand them.
Like, there's got to
Yeah.
be a way because, like, when I don't know, I brought it up when we first heard that it was going to be demolished this summer. I brought up like getting some kind of petition going or something, but I
T-Rex
didn't
someone.
even. Oh, okay. I
T-Rex
thought that
put
there.
a-
I thought you weren't able to. I thought the petition wouldn't even do anything anyway. It had to do something with the courts or something, wasn't it? I
Do you
thought
know
that's what
what?
somebody in the show said. It had to do something with the courts.
Yeah, in the UK, if you're doing a petition to get it passed through before anybody will look at it in Parliament, our Prime Minister, you have to get 100,000 signatures.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so you have to do that. I can just say something else going back to like cases and
Yeah.
when you've got court TV and they show your court cases, they don't do any of that here, CJ. And the prisoners, the accused, are kept in like vans with blacked out windows and stuff like that. You can't even see them when they're taken to court, and they don't film anything as well. They don't have cameras in court, which is bollocks.
Well,
That's
yeah,
how our laws differ.
it doesn't sound like you have a lot of the rights that we do in this country, is what it sounds
No.
like.
Do you know what, Devil Doll, the creator you just mentioned, I really liked at the beginning, and I can't stand him now because I don't like
That's
the
fine.
panel that he keeps. Yeah,
That
I don't like the panel he keeps. So there you go.
Fine. That's
Yeah.
their show. But
Yeah,
no, I had
yeah,
heard
yeah.
because I had brought it up a couple weeks ago, or maybe it might have been longer than that. But I thought somebody was saying something to the fact that you actually a petition wouldn't do nothing. It had to do something with the courts. Something had to be done with the court system itself. Like a petition
Right.
wouldn't do nothing. But I'll definitely sign whatever petition. That's fine. I'll just have
Well,
to
I
find
would
it
as well.
and sign
Yeah, I would as well, but I don't know. Do you not think that Steve Gonsalves will maybe take it to court and maybe see if he
I'm
can
surprised.
bring some
Does
action?
Steve G
Yeah.
have a petition? Does
Yeah.
Steve G have a petition?
I
So-
don't know. I don't know about that. I'm dead surprised he's not. In fact, CJ, he actually might, bring some kind of court.
Right.
It is a biohazard, Bonnie, but they said it'd have to be cleaned anyway before it was tore down because, obviously. But I think, wouldn't they give the jury kind of masks or something like that to
I
go
don't know.
into it?
I don't know.
What was that shooting one, CJ, that you had in a classroom? They actually preserved that. They preserved that for quite a while and let the jury walk round. It was a bad shooting one that you had, and some idiot went in and shot some school children. They kept that crime scene. I think it was a couple of years. They kept it the same as it was. Without doing a petition last week or two. Now that channel started on lurkers. Yeah. Sorry, CJ. Call it as I see it.
Hey,
I
ain't worried about it as long there's a petition. You know what I'm saying? So. Hey.
Yeah, sure.
I don't
like
listen.
I
Listen. I don't sit at home all day. I don't. I have to go to work. I have to do shit outside of work, outside of home. Like my life's busy. I don't have the opportunity to sit at home all day and get live whenever and have time to sit there and create all this stuff and work on all this stuff. And I got 15, 20 minutes. You know what I mean? I got 15, 20 minutes in between my fucking show. And usually that's like getting shit ready to go live. So it's like, hey, when I'm able to, when I'm able to do that stuff one day, that's when I'm able to, But
yeah,
the important thing is there's a position. There's a petition out there.
Yeah,
no, I just don't have the time. I have other. Go ahead.
you've got other responsibilities, CJ. You've got to come home, do housework, make yourself something to eat. Then you jump in on.
9-10 hours. I work 9-10 hours a day too. I work 9-10
How do
hours
you
a
do
day
that?
too. I'm just saying.
But how are you
listen,
doing it?
if I didn't work 9 or 10 hours a day, then I would have plenty of fucking time to do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you imagine if I had all that time, the updates, you take the updates that I do have time to make to the show. Can you imagine what the show would fucking be like if I didn't have 9 or 10 hours a day that I had to go work a regular job?
Oh yeah, you don't make a living.
I'd have so much time to fucking It's just
you don't make a living.
No, that's why it's a community. It takes all of us, regardless of who made it. I don't give a shit. I mean, maybe I said it first, but at least there's one out there, and that's all that's important. So
no, I did.
I'm not here to try and be first. I'm not here to try and have the most. No.
Yeah, if I've upset anyone, then I apologise. But this is me. So, like you say, CJ, this is me. But you don't make a living out of what you're doing now on YouTube.
No,
like, say you could sit there on your ass from
Not
9
at
till
all.
5 every day doing YouTube. Then great, you know, you've made your living. But you have to make your living some other way. You have to pay your bills.
Well, yeah,
Have to pay
and
your bills.
and I'm not out there like that. You know what I mean? I'm not out there.
No.
You know, I don't like even people like will say to me like, why don't you promote yourself more in other channels and stuff? And I'm just I've never been about that. It's not about the quantity, it's the quality. So I don't need to reach out to a bunch of people to have a bunch of bullshit come in my direction. I just don't care about it. So that's the only reason I got a couple grand or whatever when it comes to shows. But no, it's not about being first. It's not about having the most. This shit isn't a game to me. It's about community. It's about working together. It's about the atmosphere. That's what it's about. So I'm not worried about.
And that's what I love, CJ, about you, because you're humble and you promote other channels, which big ones don't. They won't promote other channels. What they speak about other channels.
You know, I have a big family. I have a big family in real life, right? I have a big family in real life, and I look at the show as a family too, and so I want everybody, you know, do I want to argue with my family outside of the show? Any of my fam? Hell no. Do I want us to all have a good time, grow together, you know what I mean? Just peace and love and making memories. And that's what I'm trying to do with the YouTube. It's not about, you know, oh, I got this and I got that. It ain't about that shit. It's about
understandable. I understand that. And it's like I said before, you know, everybody, like last night I saw a couple of people being disrespectful. I don't like that, mate, because you should treat people how you want to be treated. You know, speak to people nicely and stuff like that. And what I like about you is, CJ, you know what? If there's anybody in chat that's being a dickhead, you don't go, right, that's it, get the fuck off my channel, you fucking idiot. You know, you just say, our time's coming to an end now, goodbye.
That's right.
And you cut them off like that.
That's right.
Yeah, you're not screaming, shouting at them, and you know, and everybody tries to ignore them as best we can. But last night I did say something. I said, you know, we are a crime channel, and this is what we discussed, because somebody said, can we not talk about something else? And I thought, oh, do you know what? It's the same person you blocked, actually, but there you go. But yeah, I like that about you, CJ. CJ, can I just ask you something? When do you have time to see your family if you're doing all this, or are you not that close?
I don't. To all of my family is different distances. So, and you know, with COVID and everything, it kind of locked everything down. And then since since COVID stuff has kind of been lifted and everything, now it was a transition of a decent economy with COVID. Then as the economy started to get worse, the COVID started to be less restricted. And now you're dealing with a shit economy. So it's kind of one of them things where it's like, you know, a lot of it has to do with, you know, just the cost of being able to go travel and see. You know,
Right, okay, yeah.
with the shitty
Understandable.
economy. With
Yeah,
the shitty economy.
understandable, yeah. So would you have to get a flight or something to go over to see different people?
Not necessarily, because I'm not really one that flies. I'll fly if I absolutely
You
have
don't
to.
like flying.
But
I don't like
I'm the
it.
one.
No.
I'm the one that enjoys the open road. The open road brings a peace to my mind and my soul that nothing else
Exactly.
can. And so when I
Yeah.
hit the open road, I barely even listen to anything. I'm just sitting there with
Music.
the
Yeah, your
sound of the
music, your
breeze
tunes
and
on. Yeah, all
just
your tunes on. Yeah. Yeah,
just
yeah, love
you
that.
know, yeah.
Yeah.
So it
I always
brings a
had,
peace to me. So I love
do you know
driving.
what? I always had, I don't know if you call it a rag top or are you in America,
Mhm.
a cabriolet, you know, where the roof comes off on the
Yeah,
car. I
yeah,
always
a
had those
convertible.
type of cars. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
convertible. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I always had those, loved it. It was brilliant, absolutely amazing. And, you know, just to drive, go for a long drive with your music on, brilliant. Absolutely amazing. God, I've
It
mumbled
does.
on, and
It brings a good
I've
peace to me, you know.
mumbled on about all sorts of stuff. We've gone from one topic to the other, haven't we? Yeah, it
Oh,
does.
it's all
I
good.
agree.
And you know, everybody, I apologize, Cara. She tried to hop in. She's having some kind of technical stuff, so I told her not to sweat it. We're obviously gonna have the ladies on again, and it's gonna be a members only again. With this members only, I am gonna put it out there after a couple days, so probably Monday I might do like a, just to put it out there. Definitely keep it members only, so that way the members can hang out. We can all just kind of chill and have our discussion. But I do want to put it out there because I think you have a lot of good ideas for your
Yeah,
channel
cool.
and what you can do. So I definitely want to put that out there too. And then also on the next episode, when we do a members only live with you, I would like to have Cara on, and I want to go into specifically. Mainly, I do want to finish up on some of this case in the future when we can get. I want to get some more information with the Charles Bronson one, but we can on the next episode we can kind of go into the last part of the Charles Bronson stuff, and then I would like to talk to you guys about two main cases out of all of them, and if we can get to the other ones, that'd be great. But the two main ones would be those Moore murders and the Cray twins. I would like to cover those two in the next episode that we do with you by yourself or you and Cara, however that works. But I would definitely love to do an episode on those two cases when we get together again. Please.
Yeah, and Dr. Death. Yeah, Harold Shipman as well.
Yeah.
Dr. Harold Shipman.
I have a feeling.
Oh my God, he was in it. Oh my God, what a bastard he was.
Well, I have a feeling. I have a feeling the Harold Shipman and some of these other ones will be another episode after because I'm thinking the Moore's murders and the Cray twins are going to already be a filled up episode already, and so maybe we can just focus some of those other cases. We'll still talk about them, but
I've got loads of ideas. I've got loads and loads of ideas for you, and I've got loads and loads of cases that I know from, obviously here and obviously across the pond there as well. I follow, so I've got I've got quite a few here as well. That we can go into as well. There was another one with Holly and two children that got abducted from school, and they were unalived by a weirdo. He actually tried to stash your bodies. Devil doll, what they called? Holly and thing, that got killed. She unalived, sorry. We say murdered. Devil shit. Have you cut off Siege?
No, I don't. There we go.
It's onto your screen.
There we go.
Holly Wells and Bindi Tottenham. Holly and Jessica, that's it. Yeah, that's another case as well. That's really sad as well. Jessica Wells, Holly, is it? Yeah. and that was a really
Holly
sad
and
case.
Jessica.
It was all over here. Yeah, it was horrible, CJ. It's probably like your thingy. Yeah, the Soham murders. Yeah, Soham murders. That's a really sad case as well. Really sad. Ian Huntley. Yeah, that's it.
Well, the next one, I'm thinking. I mean, we're gonna have to have some kind of maybe in like an email. You can send me all of these cases, and we're definitely gonna have to go over the Moores murders and the Cray twins on the next episode. So if you want to get together next Saturday, around the same time, tea time for you, lunchtime for me.
Tea time. I like the way you say that now. It's funny.
Tea time.
You know what? I seen Rory on Dagos yesterday, and I put, "Is it tea time, Rory?" And he put, "No, it's actually not tea time quite." It was funny. It was funny. Tell you, I've got another couple for you as well, CJ. Both of them, yeah. There was one in the 1800s, yeah, and there was one in the 1970s, yeah. And they are both called the same thing as well. And they both were kind of similar kind of murders. I keep saying murder, CJ, I'm sorry. That's what we say
good.
here.
You're good. You're good.
They're both of those. We could go over both of those as well. One of them has just
That's
passed
way
away.
down there. We got it.
I've got CJ,
Listen, I'm sure the Moores murders and the Cray twins is going to be more than enough for one episode. For real. Like, yeah. But it's great though. Like, I think maybe we could do this every Saturday or something. What do you think? Saturday afternoon or something? Get together and have a show about all these different cases. I think it'd be interesting. We definitely need to get your YouTube set up so we can get you going live too. Because what if you could be going live at the same time, Joe, as we're doing right now, and all this is going to your channel too? I think that'd be a beautiful thing for you. What's up, Cherry? And Valerie and everybody else that hopped in. Are you still there, Joe? Uh-oh.
Shit, I pressed my mic. I'm just scared that nobody's gonna kind of have a look or, come on the channel. I'm just scared if I set it up, nobody's gonna watch or anything.
Oh, Joe, you always have somebody that listen. Like when I first started out, I literally had 5 to 10 people, and that was it. And you're gonna start off with more than 5 to 10, trust me. And when it comes to views, I was only getting like 75 views when I first started, right? You're gonna have way more than 75 views, Joe. So you're already, I can promise you, when you start, you're already going to be way ahead of where I was at when I started, okay? I promise.
Thank you, everyone.
You do not have to worry about that.
Nice. Yeah, that's really nice. I don't think there's a lot of English crime channels, is there? There's not a lot.
I just watched Armchair Detective for the last 4 or 5 years. He's one of the international shows that I've watched for a while is Armchair Detective.
Right, yeah. I don't think there is a lot of UK people that are into it.
Yeah.
I don't think there is there?
But no, I think you're awesome.
Thank you. Oh, it's really nice.
Awesome.
Thanks for your support. Thank you.
No, seriously. If it wasn't for your points and your theories and your passion, I wouldn't be even trying to talk to you about a YouTube channel and helping you get going. It's the people that have the passion. You got the mind for it. You ask the right questions, and you have a great voice for it too, and personality. So I think you'd do amazing. And
thank you.
Let's get that set up for you. Let's get that set up.
You've got a better voice than I have. You've got a radio voice.
You do too.
I've not got. I think I'm really common, if I'm honest. So there you go. Right, I'm going to jump off and let you finish your show.
Yeah, well, great. Yeah, we'll go ahead and end it. I'll put out a notification if I am going to go live tonight. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna
Okay.
hop off for a little bit and kind of eat some food and just kind of go through notes and kind of figure out what I'm doing. But if I am going live, it's probably going to be that Chad Dorman and that what's his name, Ronald Burgos case. So we'll be talking about something else besides Idaho 4. I feel you. I'm kind of burned out on it too, and you can only talk about so many possibilities so many times. There's a lot of stuff coming out. Not saying we're not going to have.
It's the same thing over and over, CJ. It's the same. Everybody goes round in a circle, and everybody says the same things.
Well,
and,
there's a lot of stuff coming out.
We've heard it before.
There's a lot of stuff coming out too. There's a lot of stuff I haven't even got to check out that has came out. So I know there's a lot of stuff coming out. It's stuff that, when it comes to this case, normally you're talking about these cases where that's pretty either well established what took place, or it's like single individuals of weird shit going on. But this is like a quadruple with somebody that's being charged with death penalty, and the shit just don't make no damn sense. And so that's why we have to talk about it, even if it is some of it is gone over again or whatever. We do need to keep talking about it, because that's what they want us to not talk about it anymore.
They just want justice for the victims. Everybody wants justice for the victims. But some people put 2 and 2 together and come up with 10. There's some ridiculous theories out there. It's this, it's that, it's the other. Pathetic. I've heard it all, me. And it is, like you say, it's getting monotonous listening to the same theories and the same shit. And then somebody comes up and says, I've got a new theory on it. And you've heard it before. Oh, God, say another one. And it is getting quite tedious, if you know what I mean. We do innocent until proven guilty. I've learned that, CJ, from all this that I've been doing with Idaho 4 case. I didn't know what a PCA was. Do you know, I didn't know what LE meant. I had to Google it. I thought, what the hell is LE? I thought, what is LE? And I know it's law enforcement now. And, the last few months has taught me a hell of a lot about your law and, everything else. And obviously then it's made me go over, because I knew about Bundy and, John Wayne Gacy and, and the old ones. I knew about all that. And I've gone over all those cases as well, because it's different, CJ. It's something new to clear your brain, if you know what I mean. I'm at home all day. I'm at home all day with the cats, and, obviously, sometimes I do go out and stuff like that, but I'm at home, so I've got time on my hands, which you haven't, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, but that's just, it's for the end goal for one day long ahead, whenever that may be, I know I look at it as I'm working on creating the most solid foundation that I can create for the house, for the community to be able to hang out and have company and conversation. And there's always going to be storms that fly through our neighborhood, and it's all about having that solid foundation that you can weather those storms, and we can we can have tornadoes and hurricanes come, but it's not going to affect who we are and what we are inside of the house that we all kick it.
We've all got opinions, CJ. We've all got our own opinions. We've all got our own views, and it's good that we can come here and voice that. If we don't agree with what you're saying or whatever, we can have discussions on it and why we don't think, and, and that's brilliant. That's really good. But like I say, when they arrested BK, I thought, great, they've got somebody. And then I watched it live and I was waiting and waiting. It was really late here, and the PCA came out, and I was I heard it first and I thought, holy shit. Somebody heard somebody say, DM heard somebody say, it's okay, I'm going to help you, and, saw somebody in a mask, and I was going, oh my God, and I thought, great, they've arrested him, the bastard. But CJ, now I've gone over it, I've changed my mind. I've completely turned around, and that's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, because I
brilliant.
mean, I said it a couple days ago. Like to say that I wasn't when he was first arrested, and then over the next few months, as News Nation and all these places are reporting a lot of these things, I got sucked in it too. But then it came to a point where after you look at it and you keep looking at it and you keep talking about it, and it just from the first time I read the PCA, it didn't make sense to me, but I had to trust everything. I trusted
Yeah,
everything that
so.
was coming out.
Oh yeah,
And when
I
it
did
got
as
to
well.
a point
I got sucked in.
where
You get sucked in.
when it gets to the point where you're trusting and you're starting to question your trust because of what's being exposed, and you get to a point and you're just like, okay, I can't do this shit no more. Like,
No,
I'm not
I
gonna
know.
sit here and repeat shit that I don't even think like even took place, and it came out that the shit didn't. So
Exactly.
not that
Exactly.
we're gonna be done talking about it. We're still gonna have Idaho 4 nights. It's just
We
you
should
know,
talk about something different for a while. You know, let's all have a brainwave, or devil doll, or I'm sorry, sweetie. Do you know what, sweetie? I've suffered as well. You're not on your own, and my cats helped me out immensely. If I didn't have my cats, then I don't know what I'd do. Do you know what I mean? She's just saying her boy cares for her and she's at home all day. I'm the same, but I stay home with my cats, and obviously now I rescue as well. So that's brilliant. But my cats save me as well. Because they don't judge you. Cats don't judge you. Animals don't judge you. They don't answer you back. You know, and that's the thing. Oh, bless you. Do you know what? I see her everywhere, Devil Doll. I see her every so often. She's lovely. She's really nice. And you know what? I can tell by the way she's typing. She's Scottish by the words that she's saying. Because she put, and I can actually read it in. I can read her words in a Scottish accent as well. Oh,
yeah,
bless
she's
you.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, she's amazing.
If you want to share your channel right now, just type in the YouTube chat, and then I can go to your channel and share it. Or if you want to wait until you update it, we'll go ahead and wait to put your channel out. It's up to you. Do you want to wait to put it out, or do you want to share it right now?
And figure out how to kind of get it
Okay,
out there from start, and how to kind of put it out there. You know, if you want like songs on at the beginning, like an intro, do you have to get permission, or is it copyrighted?
Yeah, you either have to make your own, or you need to get permission from the no copyright. So like the one that I use in the beginning of the show, not the one with the guitar and all that. I did that myself. You don't have to worry about copyright for that. If you're worried about some kind of intro and tunes, I will help you out with an intro, and we will get you an intro that has some kind of music, okay? I will definitely get you hooked up with that. All right? Okay.
Yeah.
You just have to
great.
credit. You just have to credit, okay? Because
Right,
when
yeah,
you don't
'cause-
credit for somebody's work, it's really fucked up. So just
Yeah.
I'll help you out with that too. But we'll definitely make sure I'll get you hooked up with some kind of intro, some kind of music, and then you just have to credit the source. And then kind of like what I do with Grizz and what I'll be doing with Tech Dep Hippie.
Oh yeah, I
when it comes
subscribe to
some-
those. Yeah.
Always
I sub
always
to all that you say I sub to as
Right.
well. I've not sub to Jules yet, but I need to do that. But everyone that you mentioned, I just sub to him, because obviously the smaller channels, it's like Frank. Oh, Frank works his ass off. Oh, Frank does. And you know what? He's only got a few members and stuff. And he's really, really good at what he says and talks about. And, it's smaller channels like that need our support. And that's what I admire about you, CJs, that you promote them, which is really good. You know what, Devil Doll? Well, CJ going to have to put me and Devil Doll in contact on email or something.
Well, this other channel that's coming up, they only have like usually 2 or 3 viewers in it. Mostly all the time, and I'm just like, this channel needs some love too. So I'm definitely about promoting the smaller channels, and I'm always about giving the 150 no matter what. It's what I get in return that determines other avenues for whatever situation that is. So that's for sure.
Brilliant. I'm happy. Thank you, CJ, so much. I really appreciate it. Shine like a diamond. Yeah. Oh, she's asking for help as well. That's amazing, CJ. Thank you. Thank you. That'd be
Yeah, no
brilliant.
problem. Yeah.
That'd be brilliant.
Just
And
email me, and we can always get some stuff set up for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode.
all right,
If you
sweetie.
want to,
Thank you for having me.
well, if you
Thank
want
you
to
for
hang
having me,
out,
CJ.
I'm gonna go ahead and invite you to an offline StreamYard if you want me to help you set up your YouTube channel real quick, and then I can put your YouTube channel in the description of the show if you'd like to
Oh
do
my
that,
God.
and
Oh,
then people can
yeah.
go to the. Would you
Oh,
have 10 or
CJ.
15 minutes?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and do
thank
that.
you.
Yeah, no problem. And
Thank
then
you.
that way you get your channel set up, and then we'll go ahead and I'll put it in the description. So just give it a little bit of time. And then after we help her out with her YouTube channel getting set up, then I'm going to take it off of members only, and I'm going to release it to the public so everybody also can see the conversation. I just wanted to make it a members only, so it was a intimate show, where we talk about a lot of these different topics. So thank you so much. Check for the episode to be released to the general public soon, and definitely put it out there, because it was a great conversation, Joe. I appreciate it. I can't wait to help you, and I can't
Thank
wait
you.
to see what you're going to do, especially with this mental health stuff and this idea that you came up with. And I think next week or sometime within the next week and a half would be a really excellent time to do something like that, even if we got to make it a 4-hour show or whatever. It's totally up to you and what you're available for. So I just want to say, and thank you, Joe, for hanging out here. I'll definitely send you an invite to an offline StreamYard in a few here. And I'm going to go
Thank you,
ahead and end the
CJ.
show.
Thank you, everybody
Oh,
in chat,
thank
for
you.
being really nice to me. Thanks a lot, CJ. I'll see you
You're
in a
awesome.
second. You.
All right.
right.
Thank you
Thanks,
so much.
CJ. Thank you,
You're amazing,
everybody.
Joe. You're
All right.
awesome.
Thank you. All
You're
right.
welcome.
Take care, everyone. We'll see you soon. Bye, darlings.
You're so awesome. Hold on a minute. We need to get some of this going. What an awesome show. What an awesome show. Thank you, Joe, for being comfortable hanging out here. Appreciate it. We're definitely going to go into these other cases here very soon. I definitely want to check out this Moore's Murders and Cray Twins. We'll have to figure it out. Maybe every Saturday early afternoon we can get together with the UK and do some of these shows, these members only. I think it'd be awesome. And then eventually open it up. So I will thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. What a great conversation. Even though there's a lot of confusion, there's some, I still need to I still need to understand some more stuff about this Charles Bronson thing, or whatever his name is now. Something, whatever it changed to. Thank you so much. I will definitely put out a notification here shortly if I'm going to be on tonight. And I think we're going to cover the Chad Dorman and the Ronald Burgos cases. Definitely interesting and messed up. And whatever else, we could always talk about some other cases too. So thank you so much for the kind words. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for coming to hang out. Thanks for being a member. And I appreciate your time. I will see you later if I'm going to be on. Thank you all so much. And let's promote Joe. Great theories, great thoughts, great questions, great mind, great voice, great personality. Thank you so much, Joe. I appreciate your time. And Cara, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out next time. Technology's technology. It just happens. Definitely get you on the next one. Thank you so much, everybody.
System malfunction. Welcome to the YouTube.